Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the show. This is Speak of the Joker, and today we continue Blueprints. Yesterday, one of my goals... last time. It wasn't yesterday. Last time, one of my goals was to just get through some more days. Have some fast days. And then I spent 4 hours on 2 days. So, goal not achieved, but we unlocked all kinds of stuff. So we know so much more than we know about anything else. We smashed some vases in the hammer. We got a microchip. We unlocked the secret garden. We unlocked the clues in the secret garden. We broke through the wall in the secret garden and unlocked the other clue. So we got the Bernie thing and opened up the sundial. I put that in the coat check. So we just had all kinds of fun. I don't know what's going to happen today. Maybe today we'll get through a couple days. We'll knock some stuff off. We found the reservoir. I don't know how to get down there. I know that I need to change the water level to about halfway to be able to use, to get the boat going the other way. But I need it to be up at the top so that I can get on the boat from the other side. These are my theories. So I said I know this. These are actually just my theories. And today we are wearing yet another blue shirt. I have a closet full of them. This one says Pretty Bird, and it is a taped up parakeet in reference to the cinematic classic Dumb and Dumber, my favorite movie of all time. And recently, my brother and I even went and we're going to launch the game on a road trip of Dumb and Dumber, seeing 17 of the filming locations. Many of them have since been remodeled or destroyed. Not great. And here we are. Please get the dog van. The dog van right here. It's too small. Yes, so other goals today. We also finally opened up the car. So we got the car opened up. Let's see, are these... Oh, these are still broken. That's fun. I mean, it's also kind of sad, but also not really, because that's like the point of this. Let's grab our allowance in case we get a shrine. Oh, and the package at the front now. That is an upgrade we did to the mailroom. So now we get packages at the front. We get a brass compass, 2 gems, and 2 keys. What a lovely start. What does the compass do, you might ask? It draws floor plans leading north more frequently. There we go. We would like to get the boiler room and the laboratory again. I have a plan for that because the boiler room and the laboratory have to be connected by vents, and only certain rooms have vents. I found that to be extremely annoying. Boiler room. Did I say boiler room? I don't remember what I said. So, my goal now, I don't know if I'm going to pull this off, and honestly, we'll just do the floor plan wherever we get it, and we'll just try our best. But my goal now is essentially to build, let's say I can build here, I build out, and then I pop out the boiler room, surrounded on multiple sides by empty spaces, and then hope to go back and build a laboratory directly connected to the boiler room. It's a possibility. I might have to, if this continues to go on, I might have to actually look up which rooms have vents and actually plan it out, or start taking notes. Okay, let's start with the basement. We've already got 4 gems, and this is great. This is a great start to the day. We started out with four vents. It almost makes me want to, or 4 gems. It almost makes me want to do this, or not do this because we have gems. I will say the hovel, the thing the hovel has done more than anything else is it has allowed me to, really find some interesting rooms. But I mean, I could get a better item with the compass. I start with the compass so I can immediately get a better item. That could work. Or a specific item. I think I'm going to go shrine, though. I know that seems like a cop-out. Here's why. Sometimes the blessings are really good, and I don't currently have one. I have given 1 gold, I've given 2 gold, and I have given 3 gold. Let's give 3 gold, or 4 gold, I mean, and see what happens. I don't know how many blessings there are, and I don't know if it's random. Okay, so I got this one before when I did high... Wow, brain. I got this one before when I did a... when I did 4 gold. So I don't know if it's like a minimum of 2 or 3 or how it works, but I got this one before. So each time you draft a shop room, you gain 1 ivory die, and you gain 5 gold each time you use the ivory die. Now, remember one of my goals today is the boiler room and the laboratory. Oh, that's right. Also, look at my steps today. Oh, I should have factored that in. Okay, I should have factored that into my plan. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. But one of my goals today is to get the boiler room and the lab puzzle. But I kind of really like this idea of like doing shops. So let's do shops today instead of blue rooms. So we got the Banner of the King puzzle, which apparently last time people told me I was like way ahead of other people. So that feels good. And another thing is, if you notice, I have 3 red letters, and the red letters so far have been connected to safes. And last time I broke these pots, something that I had the ability to do on previous streams, but I didn't click on them. So this is the hint somebody gave me, and I don't mind this hint. The hint is it's a twofold hint, because it's a statement with a explicit example. The hint was, you need to check more things that don't look like you can click on them. And I went, oh, okay. That makes sense. That's how I broke the pots. And they said, I'm talking about rooms that look very normal and that you've already been in 100 times. And I went, oh, say no more. So I went ahead with the shops thing so we can do this ivory dice roll. But I do want to point out, we only have had a couple shops. This also, connecting these 2 things together, gives us a chance to get really big money, which means we might be able to get something in the showroom or the bookshelf. The books, all of them were like 50 gold. So I said, how do I get 50 gold? Well, this is my theory how. I build a shop, I get a die. Every time I use the die, blah, blah, blah. So that's what's happening. We don't start with the shop. We do start with the hallway, and I don't mind. That's a good thing to start with right there. We also have the compass right now, which more things are building, pointing north, excuse me. So the other thing we want to do is we want to get the coat check, because I think we have our burning glass in there. I don't know exactly what it does, but I will definitely try to burn more things. There we go. Perfect. So I like this because it's on the edge of the building. I mean, this is a solid one to be on the edge too, because I might go back through that several times. Also, the library is solid. Actually, any of these are good. I'm gonna go commissary. We're gonna go commissary because I like just the idea of having the ability to get items. So let's go ahead and do that. We have no money yet. So let's go back. Oh, Nightmare wanted Reading Nook. You know, if you had said that 1 second sooner, the stream delay, I wouldn't have got it. But the Reading Nook, now that I say that, would get the library, and then I would get a new book. So in hindsight, I probably should have done the Reading Nook. Graylee wants her books. Good point. Nightmare says, just saw that they're making a TV show based on Wolfenstein, made by the same people who made Fallout. Okay. Okay. I do want the coat check. I don't want this whole path here to be a dead end. So I'm either going to go parlor or showroom. I'm going to go showroom. That is going to take 2 of my gems, but we're already on our way to getting multiple money. So let's go. Yeah, I want to show you this so we can talk about... I don't know if any of these things are permanent. I don't think so, but this says you don't have to pay the gem cost for floor plans. 60 gold would mean I'd have to do, what is that, 5 shops or roll 5 dice. That's a little hard to get. Master key opens all normal locks. That would be really great on a day that I get like the locker room or the corridor or something. So, but that's, I don't know if I can ever get enough money to get that. 24 karat chronograph. While drafting, you may rewind time after drawing new floor plans. You're more likely to draw one of those rooms tomorrow. I'm guessing that is only a one-day thing. While drafting, you may rewind time after drawing new floor plans. I'm guessing it means I get to redraw the floor plan. And that's 30, so that's actually not that expensive. Whenever you gain steps from eating, gain twice that many. That could be really good if you get the dinner and stuff. So there's some cool stuff in here. You know, not like earth-shattering cool, because, again, the key is only for normal locks, but that's fine. Let's see what we get here. Yeah, okay, now we go reading nook. Perfect, we're at the corner, and this is a corner room. That works out great. Anything else? Oh, shoot, I'm not even taking my own advice. So, I told you right at the top of the stream, the big hint that I got was check things in rooms that you have already checked. So, we're going to be doing a lot of, like, clicking on stuff, like buttons and anything that looks like a lever or lamps or switches, anything like that. So that was the hint that I got. I don't mind hints. Right, we're allowing back seating. We're just trying not to do spoilers. Even things that don't look different or that you can click on them. Okay. I mean, the dark room can be good. I like the library, right? And part of the point of the reading nook is how do I? Okay, what does the reading nook say? It says you're going to draw the library, right? But, do I want the library right here? Because that's going to get me going right back that way, where if I can do this, then that gets me some angles. But what I actually don't know is if this is the only time I'm going to be able to draw the library. I actually don't know that. What does the nook say? You know what? I'm gonna look it up because I can't read it. Okay, reading nook blueprints. We can look up things that we should already know. What does it say? All right, what does the actual text say? Why is the text not on here? Oh, is it because I upgraded it? Oh, I guess I upgraded the Nook. Oh, that's why it says that text. That's so funny. So the upgraded text that I did is you will draw the library after the Nook. So this is on me. So I'm gonna actually go ahead and pick this, even though I really like the West Wing Hall. You know what? Actually, I might change my mind. All right, we'll do it. I want to do the hall because we have so many steps today because we did the sauna yesterday. But, and then so anything that kind of extends the rooms means, all of our chances to walk around. But we'll go library. We're still okay on doors. And I did check out a book, so. More notes to make. Oh, yes. And also on the last stream, the clue of if we count small gates, 8 dates, crack 8 safes, that apparently is going to continue to be an important. That clue is used more than once. So we got the gate outside. That was a date. We got 2 safes with a date. And so there will be more things that are connected to either gates and or dates. So. All right. A sightseeing guide to Reddington. I have no idea if there's anything in here that matters. We'll go April 25th, 92. Last checked out by Lowry Seasoning Salts. Okay. The largest city in Finisaris and the site of the former capital, Reddington, former before the kingdom was destroyed. It's synonymous with mountains, mystery, and magic. Most tourists head straight for the boardwalk and don't get much further than the botanical gardens. I love a botanical garden, by the way. Whenever I'm in a city, if I go to a new city, I travel, I don't want to say quite a bit, but I travel for work. And I'll often be in a city I've never been before, and I'm like, let me hit up their natural history museum and a botanical garden, if they have them. Always don't regret it. Always good. Even I went to this kind of a smaller city, and they had a natural history museum. It was tiny, but still cool stuff in there. A little pricey for how tiny it was, though. I will say that. Okay. Spectacular scenery, a historic castle, and a charming underground bazaar. Ooh, underground bazaar rewards visitors who wish to explore further. I love an underground bazaar too, although it creeps me out. But the concept is cool. I don't like being underground. I'm not a dwarf. Reddington is a type of unique, enchanting place that lingers in your mind and memories long after you leave. Oh, here we go. We're actually going to get a breakdown here. Wish I had the magnifying glass. What about underwater? Underground underwater? That is like a double whammy. Bleh. Bleh. Scuba? Nah, I don't. I've never been scuba diving, but I do want to learn for the purpose of learning so that I know how. I like swimming. I don't like water in video games, but I do like swimming. So I would go scuba diving. I've never done it. I've gone snorkeling. I just haven't been in the ocean very much lately. Part of living on the West Coast is the oceans are terrible. Reddington's most popular attraction and guaranteed crowd pleaser, the Botanical Garden, loved by both locals and visitors for its... I don't know this word. Uncle John GT with the resubscribe. Well, thank you so much. Agerin? I don't know this word. This is a new word for me. I like new words. Canopy House and Mausoleum. Ooh. It's petal-covered trails and mind-boggling variety of flowers. This is the reason springtime in Reddington is a busy season. Oh, that sounds lovely. Situated just east of the town, Botanical Gardens offer a scenic and captivating tableau of natural countryside. The cobblestone trail meanders. They use a lot of words that are not the easiest to read. Past over 1,000 species of tropical plants. 1,000 species of tropical plants, each remarkable in its own right, and even more stunning against spectacular backdrop of Reddington Mountains. Allow yourself at least an hour to indulge in this picturesque walk. I don't know if any of this is super useful, but it is a little funny. So the holly is unique. It's a little funny that we're so obsessed with the holly and the gardens here are kind of ho-hum, but meanwhile, like, even the secret garden, it was nice, but wasn't all that great. I don't know how much of this is important. I'm gonna skim because we spend like 2 hours a day, so let's just kind of skim. After the death of Lord Epson, Lionel Epson left estate to never return. However, the daughter stayed maintaining residence staff until she married in 1951. Oh, so this was her residence. Lady Espin, it was her residence. Okay, Lady Espin died, or no, married 1951. That might come in handy. We're looking for dates. At that point, Featherfell Keep. Is this Featherfell Keep? Also, I don't know. The former home of the Lord. It has to be, right? Second highest summit? All right, yeah, this has to be. Serving his family home since before the Third Era. I thought it was roughly the family home since the First Era. We have long ties in this community, which is why we're, like, I think, subversive against the crown. At that point, Featherfall ceased to be a family resident and began operating as a historic house museum. Okay, so this is not where we currently live. And is designated a National Historic Landmark. Okay, great. This is another residence, and then our families combined after that. It's still believed that Featherfall was built by the first king, when Reddington was still a capital. However, surface documents containing conflicting dates have recently cast doubt. Now I'm super confused because is this us? This is not us. This is not us. No, Featherfall Keep We're Mount Holly Estate. So Lady Espen came here from where she lived. But I do think it was built by the first king. And I think our family has ties that go all the way back, which is what the red letters are about, in my opinion, thus far. Close your eyes and imagine a tranquil, serene stillness. Also, yes, good morning, John. The lake, premier vacation destination, lakeside resort cabins, however, southern shore tourists are frequently enjoy views, rub elbows with the rich and famous. Mount Holly. Okay, now that's relevant. At an elevation of 11,200 feet. That's high up there. Mount Holly is the tallest mountain in Redington Range and the highest peak in the entire realm. Where is realm? Like, how big is realm? Beyond the physical challenge itself, climbing Mount Holly Trail is a beautiful experience, and one day many hikers explore want to do at least once. It's only a few hours from Redington to get to the trailhead, and you won't need local guides or special gear to tackle the trail during the summer season. However, those willing to give the mountain a significant amount of time planning research. Okay, on the opposite side of the peak, here we go. Rests the estate of Mount Holly, nestled between the summit's north slope and Haddle. This 80-acre mountain residence is almost as old as Redington itself. However, unlike Featherfall Keep, the property has been completely private since closing the Mount Holly schoolhouse in '66. I think I knew that from the notes in the schoolhouse. Mount Holly schoolhouse closed in 1966. So maybe if we draw a schoolhouse or something, which means we have to get one in the basement level. Oh, sorry. Speaking of outdoor basements, we also need the safe from the shelter. That's a safe. I know where it's at. I know how to get in it. So we need a safe from the shelter. Okay. However, schoolhouse still, hikers will be able to appreciate the house's unique architecture from a distance. Yeah, the unique architecture, sure. Mainway Station Bazaar. This is the underground bazaar. Sentiments towards wishing to pick souvenirs. Don't be too hasty without proper guidance. It can be a dangerous place located underground. This unique marketplace was once Redington Central Railway Station. Now, when the roams trains. Okay. If you're a bargain hunter looking for adventure, find a memento. I don't think I fully understand the significance of this book. We're going to take a screenshot of this, though. We're going to take a screenshot. Nope. Took a screenshot of the wrong scene. Screenshot. Screenshots keep falling on my head. Your buddy Joker's in a weird mood today. A weird mood today. Okay. Great. Now I know where everything is located. How will that help me? I don't know. Maybe it won't at all. But can we check out another book, or do we have to, I think we have to wait until next time to check out another book. Okay. Now this is a room that I've always thought something was hidden in. So I have always clicked on like all of these books or any that stand out as a different color or anything. But we're still going to do that again. Let's go upstairs. Turn away! Oh, going up the stairs makes me like motion sick. Average day still. An hour and a half. An hour and a half per day. People in the last stream were saying that I have achieved a lot, and it was a really nice compliment, honestly. And I think I have to credit that to the fact that I spent an hour and a half on each day. All right, I didn't click on anything. If I'm missing something, then I am. Okay, let's go. I'd love something to turn back left. We might actually also be willing to redraw a floor plan. I'm gonna go aquarium because it's going to count as a shop and it's going to give me another thing. But beyond that, it's going to connect me to that entrance hall. I didn't want to... Oh, sorry, right here. I didn't want to shut off this path too, so we're going to go aquarium. Yep, cool. That counted. I got another die. And now we're going to have to start... Oh, what? A broken lever? That means we can make a power hammer. Again. Uncle John says, glad you're feeling good today. Thank you. I am feeling good. A little loopy. So let's go north. We're going to ignore the entrance hall because we're going to go back that way. We need something with gems at this point. So we're definitely not going to do the chapel. We're definitely not... We don't have a gem to do this. Pantry's okay because we get money. And this is sort of the money run. So I'm either thinking pantry or reroll. We don't get the money until we reroll, in case you're wondering why I only have 5. So every time we draw a shop, we get a die. But we get the money when we use the die. Is this worthy of a reroll right here? I don't think so. I don't think this is worthy of a reroll because we have the entrance hall to go straight. So I think pantry is a perfectly decent option right now. Now, this may be... Oh, yeah, hold on. I'm clicking on stuff, folks. I am clicking on stuff. Okay. Oh, boy. Drawing room would be amazing right now. Drawing room would be so good. Oh, man. I want the drawing room. We're going to get the drawing room. Not right now. We need gems. Maybe I should have... Oh, I already have that one. Maybe I should have gone ahead and picked the thing that was... That was like... Use steps instead of gems. That... In hindsight, with having so many steps today, that would have been the much better choice. Alright, well, we have to go parlor because the likelihood of there being gems in here are pretty high. So let's go parlor. I mean, bedroom's just nice because anytime you need to, like, rerun through places, you're kind of good. But let's go parlor. Let's get some gems. Get our key. So I'm guessing this room doesn't have any more secrets in it, but we're definitely gonna check. Like I'm gonna check everywhere. Got gems under the pillow. I wonder if we had the little lighter thing, if we could actually light that right now. I don't know. Okay, the gems are in the white box. Amazing. That's easy. Statements with the word white are always true. Perfect. Statements on the white box is true. Amazing. This one is going to take more than 2 seconds. Some of these are very easy. The statement on the white box is true. So if that is true, then that means this is true. And then that means that this is true. No, actually, it doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that. This could still be false. The gems are in the white box. That could be false. Statements with the word white are always true. So that could be true. Oh, no. Because then that means this would have to be true, and then that would be wrong. Okay. So, therefore, ipso facto, they can't all be true. So, statements with the word white are always true. That's both of these. It's both of these. So this has to be false. And if that's false, this is false. Right? So this has to be false because not every box can be true. So this has to be false. This statement on the white box is true. That has to be false. This says the gems are in the white box. This has to be true. That means the gems are in the white box. I don't feel good about this one, though. Usually I feel good about them. Oh, wow. I'm like 9 for 9 on these. All right. Those are fun. I love those kind of puzzles. When I was a kid and they have the labyrinth and it's like, I always tell the truth. And I solved that one before the character. Okay. Let's go parlor. Probably gonna go corridor. Not my favorite. I could redraw. I mean, we're gonna have to redraw at some point. Yeah, let's redraw. I want something that goes north. Kitchen's not the worst. Bedroom's facing the wrong way. All right, we're gonna go den because there's another gem. Part of me wants to like go back to the entrance hall and keep going. Yeah, it's a waste of steps, but we're gonna do that. But we're gonna do that by going into this room and grabbing the gen. And you know what else we're all gonna do? We're gonna click on all the lamps and all the clocks and all the books, and we're gonna find every little frickin' secret this game has to hide. This is like when I solved how to get to the basement, and then I didn't know that I could move the little hand cart. Yeah, we got 4 keys. Let's do it. I might be regretting that decision, but oh, this is perfect. Why is this perfect? We get 5 gold every time we use a die. We don't get 5 gold every time we make a shop and then use a die. Making the shop gives us the gold. Yeah, so showroom's looking pretty good. Yeah, okay, you know what? This is a great reason to go back because then we'll be closer to the showroom. And we have a lot of steps. And I'm not, obviously I'm going to say, we have a lot of steps, we have a lot of steps, we have a lot of steps. And then by near the end of the day, I'm going to be like, oh, I wish I only had 5 more steps. We could go back to the entrance hall, or we could just build right off here and save ourselves a lot of steps. Let's do that. But I want something that connects to the entrance hall. So we're actually going to re-roll. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I know I just said I'm going to re-roll until I get something. But then here I am. Uncle John already called it. Uncle John said he's going to make the casino and spend all his gold. Yeah, it's a casino. First of all, I love the casino. But secondly, not only do I love the casino, it's a hobby of mine. Gambling. Is that a hobby? I don't know. But boy, now that I say this, well, okay, here's the thing. I'm currently in the way, so here, let me remove my camera. The hallway and the commissary both point north. In the commissary, there is a chance I can buy gems, but we've also never done this room. So we're going to do it because we've never done it. Oh, actually, this room counts as a store, so that's kind of funny. Hobby, addiction, tomato. Yeah, so... Oh! Okay. Well... looks like it's kind of an automatic win. This might only be here the first time you come in. Yeah, okay, so how does this work? Okay. How much each spin costs 1. Okay, so I don't know what the payout probability is, but let's go for it. We started with 14, so if we can leave with more than that, then we're good. That should pay something. Oh, it did. Right? Yeah, it did. It paid 3. Oh, because we got these 3. Okay. All right, I'm seeing how it goes. Okay, paid 3 again because there's 3 total. I'm always feeling lucky. I mean, we won 3 every spin. Okay. Oh. Hold on, let me see if I can figure this out. So you can pay... Wait, this sets your coins to 0? Well, but it didn't, so... So, okay, hold on, let me test this. So if I pay this, I can respin this? What? I'm just trying to decide if I should respin this, because can I win anything with just 2 coins? But I mean, a 2x is nice, so let's respin this and just see what happens. Can you lose money in this casino? I was looking over at the symbols and I was like, well, there's one symbol that pays 10, so let's do that. Okay, same pay table. Oh, oops, I was actually going to click out of it, but... Oh. Nice. I mean, I asked the question, how do you get so much money in this game? I think I answered it. Broken handle? I mean, come on. But what makes this one special? We're gonna find out. Nope. I don't know how to spin it. There we go. I've clicked on that and it kind of clicked out. You have to be right on. Maybe this one you just lose on. Maybe not. This is not a gambling stream, for the record. But I guess I'm curious, like, why this one was different, you know? Like, is... Like, this one had a star, so it makes me think that... I guess it makes me think that this is how you hit the 4 crowns. But at the same time, we haven't seen a single crown, so... Like, maybe not. I'm also noticing here at the bottom... It looks like you can do a respin multiple times. Oh, that's where the snakes come into play. I was going to say, the snakes are really not so bad. But that makes sense now. You can do a respin multiple times. Oh, so if you get like 3 crowns, it's like, keep going kind of thing. So now I want another snake. This is weird. I'm doing the math here and I'm just thinking, how does one not win? I'm not gonna get it. I mean, that's pretty cool, though, that I got 3, starting with 1. This is a little ironic, because you need 4 of these to win, so 2x 3 of them would actually not be a good thing. Okay, I think I'm going to stop playing, because I won a ton of money, but also, like... I guess I'm just a little confused, like, why this one had a broken handle. Because they all have the same pay table. And I can play it, so I don't know. It just seems like... Why that one? And now I can't get my broken handle back, which is kind of unfortunate. All right, let's start clicking on everything else in this room. This is a special drafted room, I think, that I made from the drafting room, so I don't think there's going to be like a safe or anything. The fact that this is a broken-handled machine, I wonder if now it is repaired forever? Oops, I was just trying to grab my handle back. Is it repaired forever? I don't know. Oh, I'd love Blackjack or Texas Hold'em. I would destroy. There's something I figured out very early on. I played the World Series of Poker on Nintendo Wii, and I won, and there's like 10,000 people. And there's something I learned about computers playing poker is I can always beat them. They make a lot of the same mistakes. Oh. 1 wager per day. Oh. Well, here's where I'm confused. If there's 1 wager per day, but there is like, oh, permanent allowance. Oh, I have to play. The chance of getting that is just too good. What would be the benefit of betting more? Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. The pay table changes. Boom. I'm actually glad it's a what I would call is like a responsive pay table. Yeah, so what's the can it? Oh, I cannot see the. Okay, so the allowance. The allowance on 100 is 4. What's the allowance on 5? There might not be an allowance on 5. There isn't. There isn't an allowance on 5. Shoot. 1 wager per day? I feel like I have to go for the hundo, right? Is that crazy? It's not crazy. The things, look at the things you get. So you have a 50, all of these by themselves are worth 100 gold. All of them. And so you have a 50% chance of getting something of value. All right, we'll go back to this machine just in case this has something special. All of a sudden, this turned into a gambling stream. Not my goal. I don't know why I did a respin. I could have just taken the 0, or never mind, just win 10, because welcome to this game's slot machine mechanics. Anything? Oh, no, it doesn't count. 2x's are not wild. They are simply 2x whatever you would otherwise win. So 2x anything except for the green leaf thing is actually a win of 0. That's funny, because they're not wild. They're not wild. Wow, I was really excited about 3 2x's, only to find out that it's actually kind of a bad thing. A lot of slot machines will have the jackpot will just be like all 4 of your 2x's. Yeah, I have plenty of gold, so, and I mean, not to jinx myself, but this is a winning strategy. Slow and steady. I need the leaf. We need the leaf. We need the 4-leaf clover. If they were wild, I would have so much money. Joker jinx out of the way. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of like Fallout New Vegas. If you have a luck of 5 or more, like, you're good. You know, you're good. I think, if anything, I think this machine is slightly worse than the other machine. This is not really what I wanted for my stream, though. You know what I mean? Okay. The respins have been terrible. Ever since I found the respin, it's been kind of terrible. I was looking for a net. Yeah, the respins have cost me a lot of money. All right, the repaired machine sucks. I would love to get my broken handle back. Okay, once you cash out, you can't respin. All right, two or more crowns, and I'm going for the respins. There you go. That one was too valuable not to respin. Yeah, the 2x's are actually not good in certain instances. Other instances, they're fine. All right, we're at 90. I could go get 100 by just re-rolling some rooms real quick. Yeah, I kind of want to see... The fact that you can only spin the roulette table one time is what makes me think I should, like, go for it. There you go. That was the break-even on that one. Yeah, we'll respin. There we go. Got a snake. I figured with that layout, anything on the respin would be good. Sure. Going for the snake. Oh, look, there's less respins. That's the difference. I just realized it because I maxed out the respins. Lord Ike says, looking at the interface, you get more respins. Oh, yeah. You get more respins on the broken handle. That's why you should play that one. Yes. That is funny, though, that literally you said that right at... Oh, no. I was trying to get out of this one. Let's get a net. Net would have been amazing. No, I'm trying to get out of the interface. It's so funny how sometimes you can and sometimes you can't. Down here? Cash out? Down here? Down here? Yeah, that makes sense now. This one, it just seemed to not win as much, but maybe it is all just random on the same random number generator. We want a net. We want a 2x and now a net. That pays slightly more than 4 snakes in a net. Okay, well that was a huge waste of money. All I'm saying is this one just does not seem to pay as much. I really wish those 2x's were wild. Yeah, see, this is what I get for all those respins, is I end up spending 5 gold spin. See what I'm talking about? On that other one, when I do respins, haven't you noticed when I do respins with 2 coins, I get the 3rd coin every time? Yeah, GameCat says you spend more on respins. Exactly. That's definitely what I'm doing. I'm definitely spending more on respins. This one has a lot more 2x's, which... Yeah, I'm down 7 on this machine already. Nearly every respin is a blank. This is so weird. Like, this machine, I lose money on. Oh, that was where I should have respawned. Oh, man, now I feel really dumb. That was my chance. All right, let's try this machine. I went down 15 just sitting on that machine. And here we are. Now I'm back to 94. Like... That one was better. On the other machine, I just kept getting dashes. It's like it's like a poker machine. Payout 3 is 1 a better machine. Says payout 6 to 1. Yeah, it's just like... where are all my snakes now? Where are my snakes at? If I was on the other machine and I got a net, I know I'd get money because I always get snakes. All right, now we're back down to 80. So far, I think the respins have been a losing strategy for me. Nope. I meant to get out again. That should be something. Okay, well... It could just be... The thing is, I don't want to be at 107 and then just, like, go out at 107. Alright, this is like my winning machine. I guess I just stay here. I don't know. I don't know how the game works. Are there actually machines that are better? Are you supposed to, like, go around between them and test them? You know? Is it something like that? I don't know. If only they were like wilds, because now, like, having two of them, the only way you win with having two of them is if you get the 4-leaf clover. So, like, by themselves, they're like, having two of them is actually a downside. There we go. I'll take it. Yeah. Think about if you have a chance to win 1 spin out of 6 or 1 spin out of 3, but putting the big number tricks you to think it pays double. Yeah. No, I get it. But, like, if they're all based on the same math, the other machine should be way better. The having all those respins should be way better. But so far, that has not been true. I just spend more on respins. All right. 4-leaf clover and we're golden. So that would be a situation where the other machine might come in handy. I would want to spend the money to get that. That was a push. Now we're down to 63, just like that. Give me a snake. Don't get a lot of snakes on this machine. Yeah, I think I was just on a lucky streak. I think that's what happened. I was just on a lucky streak, and so this machine wasn't paying more. It was just, like, outsized luck. Because now we're down to 58, which is, like, fine, because this is all free money. But yeah, I really, just the idea of getting that allowance token of 4 would just be a total game changer. Okay, let's go ahead and go north here. We'll come back to this room because we are going to redraw. Bedroom could be okay here. I wouldn't mind going forward. Billiard room could be good because potential I can get gems. You can still spin. Oh, I know. I'm going to get my 100 gold. I'm going to come back. I'm not done with the casino. I'm just taking a break. Partially because it's boring. Like, there's not enough to do in there. There's no, like, card games or anything. It's just, you just hit the button. So we'll come back. We'll, at a minimum, we'll do the 5 or the 50. So billiard, I'm going to re-roll. This is how we're going to get some of our money. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. This is what I was really looking for anyways. This is not... Yeah, that's okay, because hallway, which I'm in front of, hallway and commissary still go north. Right there. So we don't have to turn to the right. So let's get the drawing room. And you think I should just play? You think I should just do the 50 and go for it? I'll have the same amount of money I walked in with if I bet 50. Oh, that's not 50, it's 20. All right, we'll do 20. All right. We'll do 20. It's fine. We still have more money than we walked in with. All right, 30. Which is, I've lost that much. So if we assume all the probabilities are the same, instead of that 30, I would have gotten 100 if I had spent the 100. So I don't know. Maybe it would have been a wash. Okay, here we go. This has always been a very strange room. All right, look for clues. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, I thought this was the drafting room. Oh, no, this is the drawing room. Oh, I thought this was the drafting room. I picked the wrong room. That's so funny. I'm such a dork. All right. Well, we've got the money for chapel, but you know what? Oh, yeah. Remember when we get a free redraw? I don't get 5 gold for doing the free redraw. Kitchen's okay, but then this makes it a full dead end. Well, no, because then we have the den still. We have to walk all the way around to get back to that den, but we do still have the den. I mean, if we're going to do a dead end, then we should do storeroom, right? At least get a key and a gem. Let's go not dead end. And because what this do, it might actually give us another access point to the den. You're working on the notion that it was a guarantee, but since it's only one spin a day, chances of landing that one spin is rather unlikely. If the probabilities are just straight, the chance of landing on something is 50%. And all of them, every single one was worth more than the bet. So I got basically the worst win you could get by getting the 30 gold. So that's why it was worth it. Does he have something on the bottom of his shoe? I wish I had the magnifying glass. That's the other thing that I kind of want to... I always want to have the magnifying glass, and I always want to have something else. 50% divided by the number of spaces on the table, so not truly 50%. No. No. 50% of the spaces on the table. So it would be, in your math, it'd be 50% times the number of spaces. Yeah, I mean, technically there could be like wedge sizes or something. I'm just basing it on the probabilities presented to me in the game. Oh shoot, I shouldn't have come back here. Oh, you know what? Let's do it. I came back in here. I came back in here to look at the table, and now I, all right. Let's go for it. All right, another break-even spin. We have enough money to buy stuff in the shop, though. The big shop. All right. Snake. Snake. Oh, here we go. Snake. All right. What? Oh, I was trying to click out of it again. All right. All right. I think this one is supposed to be the best machine, and it is the worst machine. All right. I wasted steps. There's something about this is just super strange, and I'm just not getting it. Like, this is a clue. This is a clue for something, and I'm just not getting it. Like, the fact that, look at this. See these arrows? That's a clue. They're going both ways. These arrows are going both ways. Like, everything in here is a weird clue for something that I don't know. This wall is a weird clue. Like, everything is weird. This wall is weird. The fireplace is weird. Look at the weird fireplace. It's the only fireplace without, like, burnt wood in it. Like, everything is weird in this whole... Oh. There we go. Stride. Yeah. Yeah, there's a... Aha! We did it! Okay. All right, this is probably what people were talking about. The hint that I got was click on everything. Okay, so this is going to be a date, and we're in the drawing room. Let's see. Hold on. Search my notes. Drawing room. I don't have any notes for the drawing room. Okay, let's read all the notes I have with dates. So far, every room has had the key or the clue within the room. Is this a clue? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Maybe. Look at the paintings. Yeah. This is weird though, right? This is weird. All right, there's 12 lines, so it could start 12 something. That would narrow it down to 30. 30 for the brute force. Yeah, I mean there are people are doing weird things. There's big steps and little steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, here, let me take notes. Here we go. Okay, so north wall, 1 big step. Well, is this north? No. For the purpose of my notes, I'm going to call it the north wall because it's just where I place the room. East wall. Sorry, what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, east wall, 5 little steps. And how many big steps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 big steps. Okay. So if it's the difference between them, it's 1. If it's them combined, it's 11. Oh. Looks like a Dollar General safe. Yeah, I know. Yeah, my character has no, like, practical skills. North wall, 1 big step. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go south wall. South wall. Okay, big steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 big steps. And how many little steps? Oh, well, I should probably type them in the same order, so if I'm going to compare mathematically, it doesn't get confused. I mean, this room was always weird, so I think these are some kind of clue. I don't know if it's the clue for the safe, but it is definitely a clue. Okay, little steps. We got 1, 2, unless it counts as 4. I'm going to count it as 2 little steps. Okay, so the difference between those are 3, but again, big steps are bigger than little steps. Okay, we'll go little steps first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. West wall. I'm calling it west wall. 6 little steps. And if big steps are a bigger number again, then I like the idea of using the difference betwixt them. Sorry, shiver. 1, 2, we're counting big steps. 3, 4, 5. 5 little big steps. Let me recount that because that's the only time big steps are a bigger number or a smaller number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Western movies tell me you need a stick of dynamite. If you don't care about what's inside. All right, so my first theory was it's going to be the difference between them, and then the code would be 1, 1, 3, 1. That is a date. No, November doesn't have 31 days, does it? Does it? Let me check. I'm really bad about knowing my dates. November doesn't have 31 days, so that actually doesn't work. If it is all the little steps combined, minus all the big steps combined, that'd be 5, 6, 7. Sometimes I just need to look at numbers and see how they go. This could, okay, all right. This could go back to the overall puzzle if we count small gates, 8 dates, crack 8 safes. Last stream, somebody did say that frickin' thing is used all the time. The funny thing is I've been in this room 100 times, but people tell me, click on everything, click on everything. And if you look at the painting, which, like, it's already like that. So I should have caught that way sooner. But I knew it would look weird. Okay, So let's add up all the little steps. 5, 6, 7 plus 6 is 13. So we have 13 little steps. And then we have big steps. We got 1, 7, 12, 17. 17 big steps. Isn't there a clock? There is a clock. There is a clock. There's no date on the clock. There's a clock. I don't know. This doesn't really make sense, but we'll go 12, 13. Clear. 12, 17. No, clear. What about the clock in the picture? Is it different? Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, that's a good question, Game Cat. Good call. Good call. There could be more than one clue in this painting. Oh, he's blocking the clock. He is blocking the clock. Yeah. I mean, I did notice this weird thing on his shoe. I don't know. Is that a hint? That's the first thing I saw. I feel like this could not be related at all, but there are just 12 markings here, which is, I don't know. Is that a decorative thing? Hold on. Let's see if it's on the other side. It's not on the other side. That's what makes me think it's like... It's what makes me think it's a clue. Okay, so let's only do big steps. Okay. Oh, hey, wait, this works. Oh, no, that doesn't work. I was going to say... 1, 2, 3. There's 5 walls, right? No, how are there 5 walls? Oh, no, that's my totals. Okay, listen to this. Listen to this. There's 4 walls. So big steps would be 1655. That is not a valid date. Oh, but, well, let me put it in anyways. Like, it's not a valid date, and these are all supposed to be dates, but... Okay, that's not it. Drawing room. What have I learned about the drawing room? The other safes, the clues were actually in the room. Oh. I mean, we'll try that. 9083. This is the lie when the note said this is the clue. That's the code in the office. That was worth checking, because this is not the office, so that would have still been not true. The time advances. Yeah, the time clock is the game clock. So this is the clock that's in every room and on the outside of the building. So it does actually move real time. Game time is obviously faster. That's the minute hand moving. But so I don't know what it is, 1 minute a second or 5 seconds a minute, something like that. But it does move normally. So I don't think there's a clue in this clock. Maybe there's a clue here. Okay, candlesticks. Since this was a candlestick, we'll go 3, 6, 9, 12. Boy, there's that 12 number again. I don't know. I keep running into 12s. Okay. I think I probably would have got this last time I played. Last time I played, I was on fire. Okay. It's got to be something with the steps. It's got to be something with the steps. It doesn't seem like this game does wordplay a lot, but gate, G-A-T-E, can be said, although not spelled, as gate as in the distance somebody's walking, like a large gate and a small gate. That seems dumb. If we count small gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes. But I already tried to make a date from the... steps, and it didn't work, so that doesn't really make sense. Oh, but only small gates. The direction people are walking? Okay, yes, let's try that. Okay, so we got left. Let's just count the lefts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 5, 1-5 can't be a date. So let's go right. 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 6 can't be a date either. Okay, if we only count small gates, then it would actually be 0, 5, 2, 6. That's a date. No. 0, 5, 2, 6. Darn it. That's not it. Darn. That one actually kind of made sense. Okay. I thought I had it. Because that actually made the most sense because it's a date too. GameCat wants to know how I have a date. First of all the safes in this game have been dates, but there is a larger clue that you can't see. It's in my notes. The larger clue is that all of these rooms have paintings in them, and these paintings in them, like road and rod, provide a letter. And there's a letter. So A. So this room is A. And when you put all of those letters onto a grid, which I have done, you spell out, and I got all of them except for like 2 letters, but I can fill in the words. If we count small gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes, and so far, all the dates that we have picked, or all the safes that we have opened, have in fact been dates. So that's why I think this is a date. And that has been true. Let's count again. Let's count these as 3. 1, we're doing small. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. So now that's 7. So this would be 1, 7. Now see, 1, 7 can't be a date either, but 1, 5 can be. Did I count wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I counted that right. Maybe I counted the other. I don't know. This now that I said the little dates Craig's things, this makes so much sense. So like, what am I doing wrong? So these still might count as 3. Oh, did I count this one? But this is these are not little steps. Those are big steps. So this would be 1. This would just be a 1. Right? No, 2. 2. No, that's what I had before. Did I count this roll with this one wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what I've got. Yeah, unfortunately that's not the code because that I had my numbers right. 1, 5, 2, 6. Or 0, 5, 2, 6. Does it need a year, maybe? That seems like such the perfect answer. Oh, I didn't. Okay, but no, because I can't count them as 3 because then it's not a valid date. 0, 5, 2, 6. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, no. That could be a real date. So that would be 0, 7. So that would be, this would be, hold on, let me update that. 7. Yeah, all the codes so far have been like 0303, 1225. They've all been month, year, written in the American style. Okay, so if I count these as 3, then that's 7. And that could definitely be a code. Okay. I think this is it. I think I solved it. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no 40th month though. Darn it. I mean, I'll try it. It's still 0, 7, and then this would be 4, And this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. This is not it. This is not it. And I need to use the restroom. All right. I'll try it. Nope. 0, 7, 4, 8. No, of course that's not it. How is it really not 0, 5, 2, 6? Like, that is perfect. That is perfect. I'm looking at my notes. It makes so much sense. Okay, let's assume I have the month correct, because those are the easiest. And then let's go with the days. 0, 5, 2, 2. Enter. 0, 5, 2, 3. Enter. 0, 5, 2, 4. Enter. I love a brute force. You know I do. 0, 5, 2, 5. Enter. 0, 5, 2, 6. I've already done that one like 10 times, so that's not it. 0, 5, 2, 7. Enter. 0, 5, 2, 8. Enter. This is not it. 0, 5, 2, 9. Enter. Darn it. Okay, let's look for things that happened in May in my notes. Zero 5. Oops. Where's my mouse? There it is. 0, 5. Okay, here we go. 1905. No, not super helpful. This actually made it's so funny because when I got the one in the boudoir and it was Christmas, it was like it clicked and I knew it. And every time I like get the date and I know it, it feels like, you know, it feels like a good puzzle solve and you go, I got it. And then we have this one and I'm like, I thought I had it. Like, what happened? Like, I really thought I had that one. I thought it was pretty, actually, once I read the clue again, it seemed pretty straightforward. And if it's a 4-digit word, 1, 2, 3, 4, or a 4-digit number, that makes sense. If it would be like count half a wall, you know, like, does that make sense? Does it start? Oh, maybe it just starts on the wall the safe's on. Okay, hold on. No, because then that would start with a 5, and there's no 50 month. The only month that it could be, yeah, the only month that can start is 0, 5. I mean, I could go through the whole list of 30 and but then that means I did something wrong here. Okay, let's start there. 0, 5 makes sense, but it could also be 0, 6, could also be 0, 7, could also be 0, 8. You know what? Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's go 0, 4, 2, 6. 0, 6, 2, 6. Okay, the fact that's not either of those means I probably messed something else up. Okay, and it's probably not, it's not a 3 anything. 0, 5 does... Hold on. How many days does May have? 31 days. Okay, let's try that. 0, 5, 3, 1. Clear. 0, 5, 3, 0. No. So it's not 0, 4. So 0, 5, 1, 6? No. 0, 5, 1, 5. I'm like trying to eliminate like things mistakes that I would make 1 point one way or the other. But if I messed up multiple times on multiple walls, then that doesn't really help. Okay. We're going to count again. Small gate. Maybe horses don't count. Well, horses are big anyways, so that doesn't count. Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3. We've determined this is 1, 4, 5. That's 5. There is no way that that's not 5. Could it be that the man with the cane doesn't count? So if man with cane doesn't count, then it's 1, because it's like, oh, it's not his true gait because he's using a cane, so his gait's bigger. Like, I don't know. That would be 2. Well, then it'd just be 2. It could be 2. All right, let's go 2. So we got 0, 2, 0, 2, 1. It's an umbrella, not a cane. 0, 2, 1, 1. Sure. Let's go. We're only counting the ladies. 0, 2, 1, 1. Oh, I really thought that was it. 0, 2, 1, 1. 0, 5, 2, 6. I can't believe it's not 0, 5, 2, 6. That's the thing that's driving me nuts. Like, I feel like I have this solution here. Maybe it's only count the guys. 1. Maybe it's only count the guys and I do count big gates. No, you count small gates. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 0, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 0, 3, 1, 5. We already had a March date, so that's like, my gut tells me that's not it. I hate exposing a safe and then giving up on it, because we haven't not opened a safe. Every room we've got with the safe, we've gotten it. And it's just like, let me move on and come back. I know moving on and coming back is such a weird thing to do, but I really want the boiler room lab puzzle, which I don't even know what it does, but that would be a good one to get. So let's see what we can do here. We have no gems, and I don't want a dead end, and I don't want to lose all my money. So here we go. Floor plan. I guess we're going corridor. Yeah, we need gems. We need gems. We're clicking on everything too. We're clicking on everything. Bedroom solid. It does connect us to the foundation, so that's actually not bad. Yeah, we're gonna go bedroom. That's solid, because then we get to the foundation, and sometimes there's loot in here too. And this will also give us, I'm hoping to connect to the other side of the foundation, go back to the den, and this will allow us to kind of drive around these different areas. Always with the moon. Hey, now we know. We know this area. We have this. That's pretty good. Oh! And looky. This is why I wanted the bedroom, because there's a decent chance for loot. Okay, anything else we haven't clicked on that could open up a room? I have a theory, too, about the, the globes. Statistically won't be able to check this theory on this day so far, but there's an electromagnet that you can, I think you make with the compass and the battery or something. I forgot the two items that come together to make the electromagnet, but I feel like if you apply the electromagnet to the globe, it's going to open up and there's going to be something in them. I don't know that, but that's I have that like sense. Like all these items just turn out to do other stuff. So I'm going to go down here because it doesn't use a step, and sometimes there's loot. So, why not? Okay, there is no loot, but it didn't use a step. And I already know exactly what's on the other side of this door. So you don't actually need the basement key to get there, but it definitely would be a lot faster. Need to use a restroom. Okay. Let's do that. Okay, we didn't use any steps going down there, which I like. Bedroom's right there. Let's try to... Yeah, okay, we can go here. So if we go here and we can start building north, and the compass hopefully will help us do that, then this allows us to... At some point, we're also going to need to backtrack to go back through the hallway and commissary down here. First of all, we can buy stuff in the commissary and the showroom now. We have enough gold. Actually, now that I say that out loud, let's go do that right now. Let's go do that right now. See, we have... Now, you might be going, Joker, that's crazy. But look, we have two possible connection points right here, depending on what we draw. And if we draw some dead ends that give us some good stuff, then no problem. So yeah, let's go all the way back down. I know this feels sort of like a waste, but what we're going to be able to get down here is we're going to be able to buy some items. I don't remember how much we need, but I remember that one item for like 30 gold that seemed good, and then the other stuff was like 80, so maybe not. All right. Do a couple spins. Hope for something amazing. That's good. Waste of money. Of course it's a waste of money. It feels like just the spin itself is worth way more than the respins. All right, we'll do the respins here because the 100 gold is too tempting, but no. Not helpful. Not helpful with all the 2X's. All right. We've lost. Oh, I meant to click off that. All right, we lost money going in there again. All right, out of here. Overall, the casino was a huge win for us, but not today. Okay, library, showroom. There we go. I would have really liked to have connected all of these. Today we are not giving up on the safe. I'm not in the drawing room. We're not giving up. We will go there if it's the last thing we do with the steps we have, but I'm fresh eyes. I will get that puzzle. It seems very gettable. Oh, this might be really nice today. You don't have to pay the gem cost for floor plans. That actually sounds really good because we've been struggling to get gems. Master key, we can't afford that, but it's really good. And then this one allows you... This basically is a redo, but we kind of have a redo with our ability to redraw floor plans. And then, yeah, you know what? Let's go for it. 60 gold? Emerald bracelet? Heck yeah. All right, let's build some expensive rooms that we will probably ironically need a key for. Let's go. I'm going to not go to the commissary yet because... Oh, look at that immediately. Heck yeah, I'll take that. I'm not going to go to the commissary yet because I would like to earn a little bit more gold before we do that. So that one's shut off. We're not going to go here because that's where the commissary goes. Secret passage leads to a room of your choice. As we discovered, you have to actually be able to put the room here. I wonder, like, what is the benefit for us for the secret passage? You know what I mean? Like, what's the benefit? We can pick a room color of our choice, but to what end? To what end? It also does shut down all the different doorways, and these doorways are all shut off anyways, so maybe the fact that it goes straight is actually totally okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Before I decide the room of our color, I want to look at the shops. What shop? Because I don't think we can get I don't think we can get the bookshop because this only comes into play. Okay, hold on. The bookshop will be automatically added to the library's book request form, which fittingly is the only room on which this rear floor plan can be drawn. So I think we actually can't get the bookshop. So I think if I click shop, I'm going to get the kitchen. And the kitchen goes the wrong direction. So I think I actually don't want a shop here. I could force a green room, which would be funny because almost all of these you have to do in a certain way. So I think I'm actually gonna go hallway. Yeah, I'm gonna go hallway. And it's probably gonna give us a corridor, but it'd be great if it gave us the Great Hall. So let's do that. I've never. Oh yeah, hold on. Before we do that, let's click on anything that could also open up a safe for us. Okay. Yeah, so the problem is if we pick bedroom, it's going to give us a dead end bedroom. Yeah, we'll go hall. Let's go hall. What I don't know is, do I choose between 3 halls or is it chosen for me? I actually don't know because the one time I got a secret passage before, it was a dead end. Okay, there we go. I like that. Hallway doors are always unlocked. This is, I mean, we want the Great Hall, but if we can get the foyer and the Great Hall in one day, then we're kind of good. Actually, I just thought about this. If we have everything we need to essentially solve the antechamber, as the king, picking hallways would be ideal, right? Because I could get the foyer and the Great Hall in one go. Foyer, Great Hall, and Secret Garden, and I can get in the antechamber. Okay, I'm not in a rush to beat the game, but that seems like a super valid strategy. So now hallways are always unlocked. So that's a huge win. Workshop's great. We don't have multiple items to do anything with it. Observatory is always solid. I kind of want to continue my progression north. This would not be a terrible place to redraw. Let's redraw. And, okay. Tunnel is awesome. Seems completely unnecessary. Because, I think that's how you, like, break into a room that's already, like, solid. But, let's do it. Because we haven't drawn the tunnel. But it does seem like the tunnel is not ideal. But we've never drawn it before. But what the tunnel is... It's also unlocked. Let's go there. What the tunnel does is, what I think it does from the description is, like, if I did tunnel into the bedroom, it would let me in through that door. That's my theory. It would force a door. That's what I think it does. Kitchen. Oh, always draw a tunnel while drafting this room. Oh wait, is this just a tunnel now? Oh, that's what that means. Oh. Oh, that's awesome. And it can contain items? I'll take a turnip. Plenty of steps this run, and maybe we'll need them. A worthless old shoe. Okay, so I was wrong about what the tunnel did. So that means we'll see a tunnel again? We will see a tunnel again. And then we can choose, do we... Let's do it! There is no way to get in or out of this tunnel left or right, though. So now I would want something that maybe can go a bunch of different directions. Office is okay. Kitchen's okay. But we're going for it. So if we were lined up at the middle, we could go all the way to the antechamber. What I don't know is, does it allow tunnel here? I don't know the answer to that. Let's get something now that can theoretically go into the antechamber. Maybe this is the time we go in there. We've never gone in there. And we have 2 rerolls. Oh, perfect. Corridor could not be more perfect. I almost want to reroll to get better than the corridor, but that's just getting greedy. That's getting greedy because the corridor doors are always unlocked. That's amazing. Another worthless shoe. That was really good. I really like that. Boom! Here we go. We have seen the antechamber one time before. Oh, yeah. We definitely will be clicking on these. What I realized is in the drawing room, I clicked on things like way too fast. So even though I do need to click on everything, I also need to slow down a little. Okay, so we can get all the way back to the foyer. Unfortunately, it is like literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rooms before we get anywhere else, but that's okay. That was still a cool experience. If I had the secret garden key, this could be the secret garden. I guess we're going office. Yeah, we're going office. We've already gotten the office safe, but yeah, yep, let's get the gem that's in the office. We don't need gems, per se. Oh, yeah, if we could get the coat check and drop this bracelet in there, that would be a huge win. Yeah, see, like this puzzle we solved with it being March of the count. It was March was the date. So, like, you know, like the hints are always within the rooms. All right. Security room's solid because it keeps us going. Boudoir does not keep us going, but I would love 2 dice. Yeah, let's go security room. Yeah, let's go security room. Oh, ironically, it's locked by a security key. The security room is locked by the security key. So, yeah, there's nothing we can do. So we're going to do a huge amount of backtracking now. Okay, but let's get some things set up here. Enter. Keycard system. Keycard system settings. Set security level. We're going to go low. And then offline mode is when it is offline, they will unlock. So if we get the opportunity to turn off the power, it will actually keep them all unlocked. But now that it's low, we will see less of them. And then we'll go turn to security menu. And let's see how many coins we got. Really? 0 coins? That's confusing, honestly. That's confusing. That is confusing. Because the office says opportunity to earn and earn coin and spread. And we spread 0 coins. Okay, so I think we did everything we can in the security room. Let's go ahead and just make sure we can't click on anything. I feel like this has been a productive run because we're definitely going to solve the office thing. Like, that is going to happen. Or the drawing room. I just don't know yet. There's only so many combinations of numbers that we can pick, and I feel like we're so close. Oh, that's right. Yeah. After this, checks will be placed in each staff member's room. This includes servant quarters. That's how we do it. That's how we run the... And then now let's spread gold in the estate. Boom. I forgot you actually had to use the office to do that. I almost want to use this. You know what? Let's do it. I'm wasting steps like crazy this time, but oh, never mind. Not a total waste. Literally already in there. I was gonna say, let's see how many gold coins are on 19. Nice. That's enough to gamble some more. So it seems like, in my opinion, the casino is worth it for the roulette wheel. That's the thing that's worth it, because that's going to be a nice upgrade. The other stuff, it seems like a pretty actual close to true random number generator, and I just got really lucky to start. And that's it. That's all of it. This could be good. You know what? Let's do it. We're going to use it, which sucks because then we're low on keys, but oh, darn, it's just gold. All right, we're going to go to the commissary now because we have so much money. Oh, here we go. Give me keys or dice. There we go. Not a total waste. Not a total waste. I didn't see that one before. RNG, the killer of all games. Yeah, the killer or the maker of all games, honestly. Okay, so we're literally just going all the way until this ends, and then we're going to turn left. Look around for gold. I don't know if it could be in the tunnel. The tunnel, by the way, is a really cool addition to this game. I think I found this in the basement. Okay, don't see anything in the tunnel. Haha, there we go. Is there something hidden in here? Hold on, let me click on all these holes. Just realized of all the rooms that I've been in and I've been clicking on everything, this one is kind of probably the most suspicious. I mean, his name is Sir Nicholas Key the Fourth. Does that mean he's the key? He probably is the key in another room. Probably actually is. Like, I'm not even kidding. His portrait is probably somewhere, and then that somewhere is where a key is hidden. Or if I had the electromagnet, maybe I could open this up. Or if I had the burning thing, maybe I could open this up. Now I really want to get the electromagnet because I'm just betting there's all kinds of fun stuff with that. I did make a lot of rooms that aren't likely to have... do we go commissary or do we go right here? Let's go commissary, and here's why. We have the compass, which technically means we're more likely... Oh, well, now I gotta get this gold. The compass means we are more likely to draw things north. Oh, I just realized something. Sorry, so if I build from the commissary, then I'm likely to wait here. If I build from the passageway, that's likely to be cut off. That's my theory. I just realized we have 31 gold. We can get the rewind thing. I'm going to do that. I don't know what it does. The chronograph, while drafting a room, you may rewind after drawing the floor plans. I don't know what that means. I know what those words mean. But this also means we don't have any money to buy anything from the commissary. Although I was going to mostly be interested in buying gems. Shoot. I just realized I did not check this room for gold. The thing about it is I did gold all over, so there's probably all kinds of gold over here. So we're doing a lot of running back and forth today, which is really not the most efficient. Let's see what we have here. Okay, there's gems and keys. Wow, a key costs 10? That's wild. That's unexpected. All right, look for gold. Okay, let's go. Yeah. So I don't know what the rewind does. We're not going to click on this. We found that the hard way. We're going to redraw floor plans. This is not a dead end, because if we get the security room, we can come back down from the south, and the den is still open. So we're not at a dead end right now. We have one definite room possibility, and we have one maybe room. So that's why part of me wants to do the kitchen, but that kind of feels like a dead end. And we're going no to the freezer. So what did that do? Oh, what this lets me do is turn around and go back to the ones that I just had. That is like not a super useful thing, which maybe is why it's only 30. Yeah, we're gonna go veranda. I wouldn't mind getting the burning glass thing, but the burning glass is most important for the torch room, or just basing this off kind of some logic. But so this is like a nice thing to have, but it's not all that important. I wouldn't mind dropping this emerald bracelet in the coat check, but then I would lose the burning glass. Ooh, but then I would lose the burning glass, wouldn't I? I don't know. I guess we'll see. But for now, let's do this because there's likely to be stuff in here. Amazing. I got a rock. And I just like the idea that... Cool, there we go. Gem, not super useful because I have the bracelet, but that's okay. I got a key. Gotta love that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, look at all this outdoor stuff. So if you remember, there's another road here, but I'm clearly on the outside and there is no access to it. Like on the other side, you can get the garage. There's no access to it here. Let's check everything. And remember, we have 39 steps. So we need to start thinking about... going back to the drawing room. That's the most important thing, is the drawing room. And I'm trying to think of anything else. No, that is the most important thing. Going back to the drawing room. I still want the boiler room and the lab. I've kind of built things in a way that maybe just isn't really possible. Yeah, let's redraw. We might go ahead and just do the coat check now. We might. Boy. Yeah, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we? Don't have much of a choice. Kitchen could give us some steps. We got money for steps. What we really need is a security key card, and then we could keep going down from there. It's so funny. Sometimes the map plays out so I can open every antechamber door, but I can't get to the antechamber, and then other times. So this feels like a great place for the lab and the boiler room. Right here. So that's my goal. So therefore, I'm going to do kitchen, and then I'm going to go get the lab and the boiler room. I have decided that that's what's happening. And we have enough money. Oh, I really thought there'd be a couple coins in here. We have enough money to buy the big ticket item here. And so we're going to do that. Oh, bacon and eggs. Club sandwich gives us more steps, but bacon and egg allows us to draw the morning room. Oh, to today's draft pool. I thought it was to tomorrow's draft pool. I spent my free jinx. Nice. Yeah, it opens it up to today's draft pool, which usually it's tomorrow's draft pool, so that's confusing. But I've never seen the morning room, so I think I want to do this. It's 5 less steps. We're okay on steps. And at this point, I think I kind of have a little bit of a goal in mind of what we want to accomplish today, which is just getting the safe in the drawing room. And if that's the only thing we accomplish, then I will feel still good about that. Because there's only 8 safes. So, you know. And the good news is, so this security door, this is not a done deal. We might be able to get back there, but for now, we're going to run off the den. I don't love only having 1 die, but I guess with the 1 die and the rewind, the thing that we can make sure we don't do is get a game over. That's the one thing we can make sure we don't do is get an immediate day over. And let's pay attention to places that gold coins would have come. I've never seen anything spawn upstairs, but let's go ahead and go back upstairs and look for gold coins. We got the office, which spread 19 gold coins all over. And I think I've seen 6 so far. Okay. aquarium. I mean, we're going back through the drawing room, so no. Okay, let's do the drawing room now so we don't have to go... Well, hold on. If we connect to the foundation, we can get back to the drawing room pretty quickly. So yeah, let's go ahead and keep going. I'm at 40 steps still, so I think this is the right choice. Missing a lot of, not missing, but surprised I'm not seeing a lot of more gold coins scattered around. It's also so weird to see the den here. I think certain rooms are more likely to have coins. That's what I think, because the den often has coins as well. And I think the bedroom will have coins. Oh, I thought that was an item. That is a broken lock. I've always thought these were suspicious, but it doesn't look like those open still, at least not by clicking on them. Okay. All right, here we go. Wish us luck. These are terrible. Although, we're pretty low on money, so... Like, this one's not so bad. This one's not so bad. I would love if I could spin it around. That's a different ability. Because if I just don't care about money anymore, then this one's fine. This means tomorrow I'll get an item, which today I started with the compass and some coins and some keys. Like, that was pretty sweet. I'm not ready for a dead end. I'm not ready for a dead end, and here they are. All right, so it looks like my prediction, although was not super excited about it, my prediction came true about the needing the rewind. Yeah, I guess we're going chapel. You know what? No. No. Oh, can I rewind my rewind? Oh, darn it, I can't. Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. I should have done the bedroom. I can't rewind my rewind. Here's why. This is effectively a dead end anyways. All it does is get me to the foundation, which saves me some steps. I don't care about steps. I'll just run back. So if I have a dead end anyways, I'll get the mailroom, but I would have gotten the... I would have preferred to have gotten the... I am struggling with my words today. The servants' quarters, which would give me a ton of keys. Same letter. Yeah, because essentially we have to go all the way around anyways. All right, this gives us a chance to solve the den puzzle. Nothing new here. Great. Nope. Can't click on anything. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, that was an oopsie. I used my die and I didn't get what I what I really should have done, which would have been the servants' quarters, which would have given me more gold, and it would have given me more gold because the thing is, like, it spreads money to their rooms. It would have given me more gold, and it would have given me a bunch of keys. And while I technically don't need keys right now, I definitely will at some point. Okay. Well, we got to hit up our favorite machine. Okay. All right. Fresh eyes. Solve this puzzle. Here we go. I believe the puzzle, based on the dates gates things, has to do with the amount of steps. We have 0526. It is not 0526. It is not 0526. So, the answer is not count per wall. The answer is going to be some other version of counting. So let's count them all, which is 5 plus 2 plus 6. And we double check that like 10 times. That is 13. So the second date might be 13. So let's try 12, 13. Nope. 12, 13. No, that's not it. Okay. Then we had the idea of men and women. Let's count them all as one unit, men and women. 1, 2, I should have written this down because I already counted these. 2, 3, 4. Okay. 4 ladies total. Men. Men with small gates. 1. If the men is a 2-digit number, then I actually think this could be the code. Because if ladies first, if ladies are first, then that would be 04. But if the men is 5, then it could be a reverse. Anyways, let's count them. 1, 2, possibly 4, but let's go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 men. Don't love that. Okay, let's double count the. Did I count right? No. Because wait, I counted something wrong because 7 plus 4 is not 13. All right, I counted something wrong. Okay, let's count the ladies again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's count the men again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, that's a very different number than the first time I counted. Okay, so we have either 9 or 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So the answer is either, if this is right, 0409, 0415, 0904, or 1504. That's the least likely one. So let's go in order of the most likely. The most likely is 0409. No. 04. Did I do it? 0415. No. Oh, there we go. I was really close on the first time with my 0526. I was one number off each time, but I think that's how the puzzle is solved. I mean, I'm looking at my notes. I guess that's how the puzzle is solved. I don't know. This is ridiculous. Dearest Mary, April 15th. Sorry, what number is this? 6? I know the events of the past year have catapulted you into a world you may not have been ready for. It's cruel. The way time rips through our lives, leaving them barren and fruitless, like wind-scarred plains. Throughout this all, I know your principal concern has always been Simon. You didn't need to confide in me yesterday for me to realize that fact. Everyone knows you understand this. Everyone who knows you understands this. That's how I'm going to choose to read that. I'd put a comma there. I don't know. I will take full responsibility to ensure that regardless of how your current project pans out, Simon is sheltered from any fallout and, God forbid, repercussions. A child should never suffer the inequity of their parents. I, of course, write you all this in the hope that I can set your mind at peace when imagining the worst case scenario, not because I think such an outcome is likely. No, Mary, I have few apprehensions and fewer fears. Assuming everything goes according to plan, you should be reunited with Simon again before his 10th birthday. Oh, I don't think she was. And while 2 years might not seem like an eternity to a mother, or 2 years might seem like an eternity to a mother, I've always heard the days pass by more quickly in the East. In the East. All right, hold on. Let's check my map. Let's check my screenshots. The East. What could the East be referring to? If we're talking about what's on that map I got from the book, The east would be... Oh, man, I hate how the low quality of this. It's something with an R. All right, well, the screenshot's like too low quality for me reading that. That's annoying. I'll just go back and check. So if that's where she was, that could be a hint. If she's in the east of Reddington. As for me, you have already come to terms. Their meeting yesterday and very likely our last. I'm too old and stubborn to ever leave this place, and I'm too attached to the house and my family ties built up. Oh, room by room. Yes, I have a strong premonition. I will be buried in red soil under red flags. Oh, remember the vision of a black cat laying on dirt with a red flag? I don't know. Could be. A compromise I know yourself would never accept. It's been a joy watching you grow up and getting to know you. Your mother and I spoke of little else during your school days. I know she'd feel the same bittersweet pride I feel now to see you following in your father's footsteps, making the same sacrifices he did. Farewell, Marigold. Okay, so that's our uncle. I don't think we ever saw our mom again, and I think the what is the word I'm looking for? I think it again talks about this like conspiracy and what's going on there. So that is, it doesn't talk too much about the conspiracy, but it talks about how like he's gonna make sure I'm okay, which he did. So thanks, Uncle. Yeah, so we're going to the foundation. We're actually down to needing a needing a doorway. We can't do it otherwise. Could be, well, I mean, at least we solved that puzzle. That was very frustrating because I think I could have gotten that much sooner, especially with the, I don't know, the idea of ladies first. Like, that makes sense to me. But I gotta say, it was not the easiest thing. Oh, the morning room. I've never gotten the morning room. And look, it continues our path. It would be great if I could, get that one empty spot back there. But sure, let's continue our path. That is the priority. And we get 2 gems, which, who knows, maybe we'll get the freezer today after all. It comes with a sunflower. Oh, what is this? Lucky rabbit, greater chance of finding items. That's terrific. Upgrade disc. Okay. So again, even if this day ends, we opened up a safe and we got an upgrade disc, and we have 2 places to get those opened. Nice. Okay, November 5th. The Baron of Mount Holly names nephew provisional heir. In the blue hours of Wednesday, that has to be a clue. He passed away at the age of ripe 73. Prolonged struggle with a heart condition, but kept from the public eyes and filed day esteem as a pillar society. He crafted puzzles, Baron bafflers. I'm just kind of skimming. Red Prince. Her disappearance is one of the age's most tragic mysteries. Yeah. 1105. Yeah. Good point. I think I have written down the day he's died before, but let's go ahead and do that. Day he died, 1105. Yeah. Okay. And where her whereabouts are unknown, Marigold's son, a lad of but 14, was named as heir. However, the vast inheritance is accompanied by an undisclosed contract condition. More to follow. There is not more to follow. Okay. All right. This is a new room for me, so I would love it if there was an additional puzzle in here. This is a conditional room, though, so I wouldn't be surprised if there is not. something super additional here? Because it seems like so far the safes have been in rooms that I have drawn frequently. Teapot? Okay. All right, we clicked on everything. All right, in an ideal world, this will branch out north and the other direction. There we go, dining room. Great. That's perfect. Dining room is perfect, and it also gives us the option to, let's see, what do I need to craft? I need to craft the showroom. Do I have the showroom? Is that, yeah, I do have the showroom. Man, that's 2 days in a row that I have crafted the room that it requires, like already. So great. We're just doing great on steps, which would just feel really good if we can get a security key card. And that being said, if I draw the music room right now, I'm going to draw it because I would love to get the secret garden key. Well, you know, we got to do the lab. We got to do the lab. And, but the lab's no good unless we have the boiler room. Oh, I was thinking pump room. I do want the pump room. Boy, what do I want more? Do I want the lab and the hope of getting the boiler room? Or do I want... It'd be nice to get to the antechamber. It would, but we still haven't opened the door north of the antechamber. That's in the reservoir. So we do need the pump room. I don't know exactly how to do all of that yet, but we need the pump room. We need to fill the reservoir. We need to go into the basement under the fountain because filling the reservoir will drain the fountain. We need to get on that boat. We need to take the boat to the other side of the reservoir. And then we need to... we need to take the boat to the other side of the reservoir. Then we need to lower the reservoir to like halfway, and then we can take that tunnel. So, and drain the reservoir all the way, and there's loot on the bottom. So there's like lots of things we can do in the reservoir. We do still have a lot of steps. Like maybe today's the day. We can only do that by getting the pump room and the boiler room. So... This also does help us continue to the antechamber because it gives us an option. Yeah, we're gonna draw the pool because this actually gives us another door also. And at this stage, I think that's important. I don't need the car keys. I wonder if every day you can unlock the car and get something. Yeah, Lucky Rabbit's foot too. So let's go. Oh, I'm out of keys. Well. Do we just get game over because I'm out of keys? I mean, we don't have a choice, right? We got keys for sale. But what if the keys cost 10 each? Then I'm better off getting here, right? Or what if there's keys in the billiard room? There's so often keys in the billiard room. This would also give me a reroll. So this would be keys for sale. Oh, I almost want to Google how much are the keys. Because the key in the commissary is 10 gold, which means I would get 1 key. But then I would get a die to re-roll. In here, there is like, I don't know, like a 1 in... I'll just say like a 1 in 4 chance of there being a key, but there could be like 3 keys in here. This is a guaranteed key, so that's worth 10 gold just on its own, but it's a dead end. This is not a dead end. This is a dead end. If I knew how much the keys were worth or for sale for, this would be a done deal. If they're the same price as the commissary, well then I'm no better off. So I think I'm actually going to go billiard room and, this could, if I go billiard room and there's not a key in there, then this is game over. So that makes this really difficult. Car keys are worthless now. Okay, you double check. Thanks. I figured as much. Yeah, let me think. Is there... If there's not a key in here, then this is game over. That's true. If there's not a key in here, this is game over. If this costs 10, then I still only get 1, but I get a reroll. But being a locksmith, there should be at least 1. That's not necessarily true. Oftentimes, in the buildings that sell the thing, there is no free thing. Oftentimes. Well, okay, I can actually run all the way back to the commissary. I have enough steps to do this. And get... so I can get... Here, okay, I'm going to walk you through my thinking, and then I have a decision that I'm going to make. I could get a key right here. And get a couple more gold. Which means guaranteed I can continue progressing. However, this is still a key and a die, which allows me to reroll, so this one is more appealing than the storeroom. Okay, but then I go between the billiard room. The billiard room gives me another door, which means it could be a door that doesn't require a key. So that's something to think about. Then, also the billiard room could give me keys, and if it doesn't, worst case scenario, I could run all the way back to the commissary down here, and I could buy a key for 10 gold, which is what they're going to probably cost in here. That's my theory. So I'm going to go billiard room, and definitely could be a mistake, but any of these could end in a mistake. But it just gives me one more door also. And yeah, it gives me one more door. I mean, locksmith is good because I also get the reroll, but there's also a chance that there's a security key card in the billiard room, which gives me a whole other door. So it's not like this is the perfect decision. It's like this is a decision I made. Now we're already unlucky because oftentimes there's items right here and they're not. So that we already did get unlucky. That's a fact. So that's not great, because we could have gotten a free item. We also have the lucky rabbit's foot, which we haven't gotten very much for it. All right. Square is new. Square is new, so we haven't seen Square before. Yeah, we have not seen Square before. So I don't know what Square means. I don't know what that means. We haven't seen Square. Unless it's saying the bullseye, which is usually 50, is part of this equation, but then it'd be 50 plus 3. Yeah, this is the first time I've been stumped by this. This is a pretty straightforward puzzle. There's no hint at what the square does. Cool. All right, off to a great start. Well, trial and guessing. So 7, and now we have square. So let's go 6. Maybe it just means 3 plus 3. No, it does not. 3 times 3, 9. Okay, so 3 times 3 times 1 times 1, that would still be 9? No. 7, 9. 3 times 3 plus 1? 10? I don't know. Nope. Okay. This is new. This is new. So let's assume this is 3 plus 1, which is 4 times 4, so 16. So we're squaring. We're adding, then squaring. We're adding, then squaring. Okay. So this is 5. What's yellow again? Check my notes. I think it's just subtraction, but I just want to make sure. Yeah. So is it... Well, it can't be 5. It can't be 5 minus 5 squared, because that'd be 0, and there's no 0. So it must be 5 times 5, which would be 25, minus 5, which would be 20. Okay, well, we learned something new. Security key card! It's exactly what I was hoping is here, in addition to keys, which we didn't get the keys part. So that's the downside, but we got security key card, which means we can go all the way back up here at the security room, and we can keep going. So that's another not dead end, and it's another place for possible keys. Doors locked. That is worst case scenario. So we have 1, 2, 3 doors here that are locked. So this is actually bad. So I'm not pretending that is good. That is bad for us, but it's not the worst thing. And that's kind of what I was thinking is the billiard room will either give us keys, it'll give us another door, and or it'll give us a opportunity. Dig spots. I forgot I have a shovel. It'll give us an opportunity for a security key card, and then we happen to get the security key card. So almost best case scenario, except for the door being locked, then turned it around to kind of mediocre experience, because we have a lot of backtracking to do now. Keys cost 10 gold each. Therefore, we're going to gamble. 3 gold. Let's hope I don't do it wrong and get down to 9. How much is a snake worth? 3, so that'd be 6. There we go. I was just going for a snake. Oh, hello. Well, in hindsight, we would probably almost have 20 gold now, which is 2 keys. So I may have made a mistake. I never went on this machine. Why am I playing on this machine? I play on this machine because it's quote-unquote better, but it's not better. All right. So if we hadn't done anything, maybe we would have enough money for 2 keys now. So yeah, we would have enough money for 2 keys. Perfect. That's my punishment. I really do think the casino just like gave me all those wins to start, and it was like, okay, now we're done. You get no more. Am I even going the right way? Yeah, I'm going the only way. All right, let's look for coins, since apparently I think maybe every time I earn coins, they spread. I don't really know how it works, because I've been through here and I didn't see the coins. Yeah, we got 15. At this point, I wouldn't even mind a code check and just drop off this bracelet. This bracelet is pretty awesome. It's nighttime. We've been playing in this level a long time. I'm looking at the clock, and actually we have this. Yeah, this is one day, and we have outpaced our average. And I even started the stream by saying our goal is to do a bunch of fast ones, a bunch of fast days. That's me. That's what I sound like. All right, I'd love a discount, please. Get a salt shaker. Let's look for dig spots too. Yep, we literally would have enough for a whole other key. I almost want to like buy a banana, but I think I'd rather have a club sandwich. So let's continue, because we might get more money. Never mind, this is a dead end. Where am I going? Oh, I walked straight into a dead end. Well, there you go. That was like 4 steps wasted, 5 steps. Yes, this is it. This would be the perfect time to have the shoes. We're just checking for spilled gold. The shoes that like you save time if you go through multiple rooms. It's like, here you go. It would probably trigger a bunch here. I don't think they even can spawn things here. Well, they did spawn a shovel, but that was in the dirt. Okay. The good news is we also still have our room upgrade. So, like this day, even if we don't get the next thing, this day has not been a total loss by any means. We've learned things. We got the. Yeah, let's upgrade the parlor. I draw the parlor all the time. Great. Plus 3 pies, 2 wind-up keys. Oh, that gives me 2 more chances. That guarantees... Oh, no. It doesn't guarantee it, but... Oh. Prize are equal to red rooms in your house. If you open an empty box in the funeral parlor, lose 30 steps. I've never failed the parlor, not to say that I can't, but I have never done it. And the prize is equal to the number of red rooms in your house. it usually gives you 2 or 3, and it is very rare that I have more than 2 or 3. So it seems like this is good, although it does say 3 gem prize, which I think means it just guarantees 3 instead of sometimes 2, or maybe it always gives me 2. Now that I'm saying this, this is not that big of an upgrade, and then this is like really not that big of an upgrade either. All right, we'll just go here. Yeah, we'll just do a guarantee 3. It's pretty rare that we would get red rooms more than 3. I mean, we have 0 right now, so that would have been a bad thing to draw right now. But hey, an upgrade's an upgrade. Here we go. Oh, no, hold on. Hold on. Enter security keycard system. So now we change the security level to high, which means a higher chance of getting keycard locked doors. I don't know for sure how this game calculates that, but it did say in the details that it increases the frequency. But if it's a security locked door, then it's not going to be a key locked door. That's my theory. So I want rooms that have a security lock because I have the security key. That is my theory. Locker room spreads keys throughout the house. That seems like exactly what we want. Tomorrow you'll start with keys for each clock room in the house, which we only have 1 right now. Yeah, let's go locker room. That seems good. I mean, we need a conference room at this point, though, because it's nice to have keys spread throughout the house, but we are eventually going to run out of steps and not be able to get those keys, you know? Here, let's see. Are there any... I actually don't know if there's any that are just unlocked. It's worth spending 2 minutes checking. I don't think so. I think these are all locked, which is where... Should I have gotten the emerald bracelet, or should I have gotten, should I have gotten the master key? I don't know. If I had known that I was going to draw the locker room, then I would have drawn master key. But we have 6 gems. We've used more than 6 gems worth of building rooms. So I don't know. But the good news is, we're not locked out now, because as we go back through the house, we will pick up keys along our way to the pool. So we're not completely hopeless, even though this door is locked. This one maybe... Oh, shoot. This is it, folks. This is it, right? So we don't want the freezer because... Oh, no. The freezer means that we could get... The freezer means that we could get keys still. The freezer doesn't... Yeah. The freezer doesn't prevent us from getting keys. The freezer prevents us from gaining gems and gold. Starting tomorrow, I mean, we don't have a lot of rooms left regardless of how the next part plays out. But starting with 6 extra gems and 6 extra gold, or 5 extra gold, that seems pretty good. So this actually might be a situation where a freezer's not bad. This gives us 2 dice, though. This gives us 2 dice and a gem, and then that gives us the ability to reroll up here. Yeah, freezer sounds really appealing, but so basically nursery is a no, although, whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5, we're probably not going to draft more bedrooms. But here's my theory. If we want laboratory and boiler room, they definitely can spawn up here because this is where we've gotten them before. Having 2 rerolls would be good. Oh, you know what? I think I want 2 rerolls. I think I want 2 rerolls more than I want gems and gold tomorrow. I think so. I do. Yeah. I do. And that would kind of seal the deal on this run being, like this day being a pretty solid day. If I can get that done. Thought there would be gold in here also, to be honest. Okay, this, could be a huge mistake, we'll see, but now we're looking for keys. Tell me how many keys there are just sitting around. 4 keys. We're looking for 4 keys, and also just 1 gem, which has been there for a long time. All right, let's be very diligent about our key search. I guess there's only 4 keys, so the chance that it would be in these like initial rooms are pretty low, but and the last chest I opened had 3 keys. So that would have been a really good one. Yeah, gold and keys right now. That's what we need. I mean, there are 4 keys, but there's a potential that we just run out of steps before we even get the ability to use them all. I also still, I'm going to say, if we get the coat check, I'll probably do the emerald bracelet, even though we have the torch lighter thingy. I don't know when we're ever going to draw that room or get to that room, so not today. I would love to go in there in search of keys. Let's do some math. There is a chance that there are keys in those rooms. All right, let's go for it. We're very low on steps. So if there's no keys in here, then that was a very bad choice. Okay, so very bad choice. There's only 4 keys in this whole house, and we've gone through, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 rooms with no keys. So that hurts. So we're not saving up for the club sandwich any longer. Really surprised there were no keys there, gotta say. Yep, we are actually really quite in danger now of running out of stuff. We get a package for tomorrow too, and that's pretty cool. Not a single key thus far. I mean, I think there has to be a key along the way, right? Like, there's 4 keys. There's 4 keys, and we have gone through the majority of rooms. There we go. At least 1 key, for goodness sake. Really surprised there's not a key on that barrel. That is a very common place for a key. The casino also is a place that had all the gold. So I feel like, all right. Oof, there's no key. This was rough. All right, that was rough. Want my broken lever back. All right. Yeah, I think the casino is mostly for the roulette table. We're going to run out of steps. Yeah, we're actually going to run out of steps and not even get keys. That's the worst part. Oh, there's that gem that the game's been telling me there's been a gem around. Yep, we're going to run out of steps, folks. What a terrible way to do it, too. I guess I should have just gone the direction and hoped to get keys along the way. Be nice to get a dig spot, too. There's a potential that there's the key down here. I don't know why we need like 4 keys now, because we're going to be out of steps. But potentially a key could spawn down here. No key. We have 3 steps. If we get to the locker room, we can spend our keys, not on the door, but on trying to get something with food. We could also spend our... Yeah, we could spend our keys on a door that maybe has food in it. Oh wait, no, we're way past the locker room. Never mind. We're not anywhere near the locker room. The irony. The irony. Yeah, so we didn't need to backtrack at all. Normally I actually do go through the bother of counting and then this time I didn't. So that's on me because we just needed literally one more room. Usually I count, and if I had counted, then I wouldn't have done the rooms that... if I had counted, then I wouldn't have done the rooms that that didn't have keys in it, because I would have just said, like, I'll just go the normal way and hope to get them. Okay, that's okay. We still got a room, so it was not a total waste. Should have done the freezer in hindsight, but it is what it is. It's not a huge loss. Also, Green Shopping Center, total rooms, room ranked. How about new rooms? Did I do new rooms? 3 new rooms. That feels good. It still feels good. The tunnel was new. The casino was new. And what else was new? The morning room. Nice. Okay. Things I learned about resource management games is start from a goal and work back to get it. Thus, Bettel mentioned what you need to get back to the goal. Yes, normally I do literally count, and you've all seen this. If you've seen any of my Blueprint streams, you've normally seen me count the number of rooms over and over and over to go, oh, I need that. And in my brain, I had just enough, and I just wasn't really counting the backtrack with the kitchen. Although I did get the food, so the kitchen was probably a net 0. But maybe I never had it, and I should have just gotten the other thing. This also means that I don't get to keep my super awesome bracelet, but that's okay. We're going to start with an item, and it's going to be an amazing item. So that's how that works. So with that in mind, let's go to the next day, save and continue. I really wanted to break the streak of only doing 2 days at a time, but I don't know if I will. We didn't do anything like with the pump room or anything like that, so that part's a little unfortunate, but we're still going to get our allowance. We started with more gems today because of one of the rooms we got, so we still have 4 gems. Okay, we got a compass and gems. That's okay. I don't mind the compass. The compass got us all the way to the antechamber, so the compass is not bad. Oh, old man Jay said you can't stand the sound of people eating. Shelter. Yeah, we're going shelter because let's get that safe. Yeah. Done. So day starts at 8. So time lock is going to be... Hold on. I do have a pretty strong noise gate, but also what I have noticed that if there are times that I get very excited or I shout, or even if I get startled, it completely cuts out also. So the downside to that is like you'll not get my excitement. Oh shoot, what day are we on? Hold on, let me check my notes. We should know what day it is. I'm getting it this time, not like last time where I messed that up. We're on day 18. Okay, let's go first day in my notes. First, what did I call it in my notes? Okay, I think I called it day 1. Day 1. Well, that's not super helpful. Okay, well, I think day 1 is November 7th. I think we know that for multiple reasons. So let me look at a calendar. I feel rather silly, but let's make sure I do this correctly. I put this in my notes. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So this is November 24th. Does that seem right? November 24th? Yeah? We have consensus? The keyboard on this keyboard is a little louder for some reason than this keyboard. I'm not sure why. Okay, set unlock date. November, I don't know why it starts on the 15th, 24th. So let's go... Nope. Let's go... Nope. So weird. Let's go 10 a.m.? Because we can't do 9? Okay, we're going to get it this time. Okay, do we just hang out here and like save a couple steps by just chilling in the shelter? Wait for this thing to open up. Whoa, how many saves will that be? Hold on. Let's do some math. I hope the time continues while I'm in this menu. I think it does. So we've opened 4 safes, so this will be 5. Now I think there's 8 safes, but the guy that you put the coin in the rumpus room, he says that the what does he say exactly? He says like you'll never get the 9th one or something like that. I don't know what that means. Oh, hold on. Had his heat in a bad place. What do we talk about when my safe is here? Get some water. We could talk about how you get radiation. You've watched me play the slot. It still sounds like Greek to you. I think not to give myself any credit, but according to other people, I'm pretty good at this game. But that being said, I think I'm going about it in a bit of a weird way, which is like, I think all you have to do is open the antechamber door and get in here. And I just haven't done that yet. So I think I could have done that probably several days by now. This is also open for 4 hours, so like I could come back, but I don't know, what's the point? So maybe I'm decent at this game, but I'm also just like, I have a pretty decent idea of the story too, but I don't. So what people have said, when people talk about non-spoiler talk about this game, what I've heard people say is the point is to get to room 40, 47, or 46, whatever it's called. That's the point. Like, that's the objective. But the actual point is to, like, learn about this world. And at this point, I'm kind of wondering, like, what is there to learn? I don't know, because there's a lot of stuff in the reservoir area that makes me think there's, like, 2 levels there. It makes me think, okay, I do have a lot to learn. But what does learn mean in this context? Like, is the revelation that his mom was some kind of like anti-current government regime leader and was disappeared, and our uncle who loves her and agrees with her played along just to like keep me safe? Is that new? Did I learn that? I feel like I learned that. That seems pretty straightforward to me from the red letters. Is that a big revelation, or does everybody know that? You know what I mean? So it's like, I also don't have a lot of context because there's not like a checklist of here's everything you can learn. And I go, oh, I've learned it. I don't know. I have learned those things. I don't understand the like magic of how this place works. We still want to get the boiler room. And yeah, in fact, let's do this. We're going to go blue again because I want to get the boiler room and the lab. That'd be a nice thing to just accomplish today, even if we don't accomplish much else. I would like to get the underground area reservoir, so we need the pump room again, but I don't know how to get the basement key, so I've never even seen the basement key. So maybe that's something that's in the antechamber. So yeah, if we get to the antechamber today, then we do. But the most important thing I'd like to do is the boiler room lab puzzle. That'd be great. Also, there's 4 to 5 more safes. I suspect they are in rooms that I have drawn before, and I need to click on things like a candlestick or a hidden drawer button, things like that. So we will continue to do that. Here's one of them, so never mind. So there's actually 3 to 4 after this. I may have messed up the date. That's a possibility. Let's go into here. Uncle John says, my thought is figuring out how the place works is the finale of the game. But learning how is the goal. Yeah, it might be. Like what is the magic of this place? That could be interesting. I haven't seen a single thing that leads towards any type of supernatural knowledge yet. So maybe that is all down in the reservoir area. Oh yeah, why don't I do this? I keep not doing this. Let's place a special order. What do I want in the commissary? Let's go magnifying glass. I feel like there's more to do in the magnifying glass. I think there's more to do. Plus that's, well, hold on. What's the thing that, let's go metal detector. I want to make the electromagnet because I feel like the electromagnet on the globes that spin, I feel like they're going to open up. That is like a feeling I have. Hey, oh look, I've unlocked all the glossary of terms. It's the little things. Are you open yet? Did we get the date wrong? No, there's no way I got the date wrong. All right, look at the calendar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9, 10. Hold on. My notes say November 7th is day 1. That's what the calendar in the green room did. And that's also what I found on some note somewhere else when I wrote November 17th is day 10. So no, we have not opened the time lock safe. We've gotten this before, and I put in, I think, I put in the wrong date or the wrong time, but I left to go explore the mansion, and then I got stuck and ran out of steps and didn't get back in time because I got too interested in what I was doing. So I don't know how. There's no clock in here on purpose, obviously. So either I got the date and time wrong, or date wrong, not time, or it's still not 10 a.m. yet. So did not get back from break to tell you it was late. Oh yeah, that's right. That was the day I was really not feeling well. And yeah, I took like a 30-minute break in the middle of the stream. Sorry about that again. Okay, let's leave. Yeah, I'm gonna leave. I'm sorry, I'm bored. My ADHD. I'm gonna make some rooms, and then I'm gonna come back, and we're gonna lose like 5 steps for doing all that. And I don't care. Or I have the date wrong, and then I have to figure out what date it is because I was pretty sure I had it right. Yeah, boy, that does move slow. All right, let's make some rooms. Let's get the parlor right off the bat. Den's solid. Yep, den's always a good first room. Boom. Yeah, I should not have waited. Now look at all that time I wasted. I don't think there's anything in the den. We have clicked everything a million times, but I'm gonna be clicking up a storm here. Walk-in closet. Yeah, that's a great room right here. Library. You know, let's go walk-in closet. Let's do it. Let's get those 4 items. Let's start off with a lot of items. Lockpick, great. That would have been a game saver last time with all the locker rooms and stuff. It seems to have about a 50% success rate. Lockpick. Really? They're counting that as 4 items? Okay. I guess. Not wearing our necklace. Alright. I mean, even for this game, that's kind of a lame 4 items. 8 items? Should I just do it? Should I just call this a dead end and get 8 items? Oh, that'll be 2 dead ends, though. Oh, no. I'm not gonna do it. But man, 8 items? I'd be set up. If it was the other direction, I would, but this is a terrible place for a dead end. Yeah, there we go. Let me hook back around. Oh, well, no, then I'll kind of get a dead end that way. Whatever. All right, we're going to solve this puzzle, and then we're going to go back to the lockbox. I have not forgotten. Cool, car keys. Items literally worthless once you unlock it. Okay, the gems are in the false box. Maybe. The gems are in the false box. Maybe. Only one of the box, only one of the other boxes is false. Okay. This is the first time we've ever gotten this where, so technically the rules are, for those of you who don't know, is at least 1 box is true, but 1 or 2. At least 1 box is false, but 1 or 2. And so there will be 2 falses and a true, or 2 truths and a false. We've never gotten something where the text is exactly the same, because does that mean, like, this is true, but this is false? That wouldn't be possible, right? These both have to be true or both have to be false. The gems are in a false box. The gems are in a false box. So these are either both true or both false. If this says only one of the other boxes is false, you can't have one box being false. So that means this has to be false. That means this has to be true, and that means the gems have to be here. Right? I don't know. I keep getting these where I just don't feel confident. Yeah. All right, we got it. We got it. You know what? You want to give me the attic twice? We're getting the attic, right? Let's do it. Let's get the attic. I know we just made ourselves a dead end, but let's do it. I don't think I've ever drawn the attic because it's so expensive, but let's do it. Oh, magnifying glass. I love the magnifying glass. I know there is more to get. We've done a lot with the magnifying glass, but I know there's more to get. And we actually, if we get the workshop, we might be able to make the electromagnet. I'm not exactly sure. Oh, yeah, here we go. Can we use this now? Change the ending to political. Oh, yeah, this is April 12th. So he was wrong then. He said if we use an item to make something would not be available after. But we use the glass to make the igniter. Oh, that's right. We use the glass and the battery. Oh, okay, good to know. So we can still, yeah, we can still get these. That's good. Okay, looks like I don't need to use that. It could be just that he played 10 times in a row and never got it. Thank you so much for giving the editors the opportunity to consider illustrating children's book, The Red Prince. Unfortunately, I regret that you've come to the conclusion that although the illustrations are wonderful, we do not think the material is a good fit with Ruftian's current catalog, and therefore will be pursuing a different partnership at the time. If you provide us with a return envelope, your manuscript will be returned to you, otherwise it has been recycled. Thank you for thinking of us. Discourage you to submit any work in future. If you wish success, finding home, yours truly, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Change the ending to political. The ending of The Red Prince to political. Let's I don't know if there's anything in here that I like that this is the outside. That's really cool. It's such a nice touch in this game. Lots of gems. I mean, I'm happy with gems. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to complain about gems, but I would like maybe one less gem, one more key. Find a trade-off. All right, I think that's everything. All right, you know what we're doing now. Another reason for the dead end is like, you know what? We're going out anyways. So let's go out and actually get our time lock save now. And our red rooms, part of the shelter is 3 red rooms don't impact us. There's a radiation thing that also unlocks all doors. So if we like get radiation going, that's a thing that the shelter can do. Hey, must be the money. Dear Uncle, the disappearance of my cousin Mary has long sat unfavorably with me and my father. And I will freely admit to you that the chilly airs of the indifference you may have felt in my presence can be attributed entirely to the suspicion that I have harbored for these past years, suspicion entirely aimed at yourself. And while I have never had the opportunity to prove it, I felt very strongly that you had some deeper involvement in those events 4 years ago. The circulation of rumors of those months did nothing but further reinforce my convictions of this fact. Those of us who are once bitten are twice shy. And I am aware of the cost of my aggressively aloof behavior has had on our social standing in our family. I do not apologize for my actions, though. I am now willing to admit that the conclusions I may have reached have been flawed. Last week, I had a confidential conversations with one of our mutual acquaintances. Is this my dad? This might be our dad. Right, hold on. Of my cousin Mary. So this is not our dad. This could be our uncle, second cousin. Last week, I had a confidential conversation with our mutual acquaintances. The conversation has shed more light on this mystery than all my father's countless fruitless inquiries over the years. I now have reason to believe that you were, in fact, responsible for smuggling my cousin under cover of night across the Red Border into the southern seafront. And I believe that this may have occurred September, a full 7 months after she was reported missing, a date that coincides not with her public disappearance in February, but instead with the notable theft of the ruby crown. Ooh. If the Blackwater insurgents were in fact responsible for the heist, as some have claimed, I believe this scenario is entirely plausible, and in fact that 2 of the crown's 8 rubies have now resurfaced and have been giving me renewed optimism that she is still alive. 2 of the 8 have resurged. Perhaps my willingness to accept such sensational story betrays my own desperation for answers, desperation for hope, and a desperation for narrative in which you are not the villain. In that distant land we all dream of, the land where the strangling crimson curtains drape across our sky are pulled back, and the windows and the shutters of discontent flung wide open. And in that distant land, I pray one day you will find Marion safe, happy, and absolved. Courtney, I mean, that would be nice if she's alive. And by the way, have you noticed every safe has a red gem in it? It doesn't count as an item, it just goes into our normal things. Are these the gems from the crown? I think they might be. Why else would they be in the safe? And they're all in one safe with the red letters. So there we go. Yeah, we got 5 letters. Boy, forever we had 1 letter. I wouldn't be surprised if there's something in the green room. If there's something more in the green room, or we get the letters with the like electromagnet or something like that. All right, so we're at a dead end down there already. Starting off strong. Drawing room's classic. Study would be great, except for it's a dead end. Yeah, we're going to go drawing room. And look at that. See, it's a ruby gem. It is different than the other gems. Is that the gem from the crown? If we collect all the gems, can we put them in the paper crown? I wouldn't mind... actually, I don't know what I want. Yeah, you know what? I don't know what I want. Let's just see. Not that. This is technically isn't a dead end, but the other two are. Shoot. I mean, utility closet's nice because you get the dark room stuff, but we also have, we can negate 3 red rooms, so actually the stuff that we get from the utility closet probably doesn't matter. Study. Well, drafting, you may spend gems to redraw floor plans up to 8 times. Yeah, I guess. It's just, we're already at a dead end, but I guess if we had this, we wouldn't be at a dead end. Oh, and you know, it comes with 2 dice, so I'm not complaining. All right, that's pretty good. Also, what is our blessing? What does our blessing do? Oh yeah, okay, so we still have this. Each time we roll a dice, we get 5 gold. So we'll get 5 more gold from just these 2 dice. Oh yeah, that's right. And yep, I am now certain this is from the crown. I'm also fairly certain we've had this room before. And the fact that we had the magnifying glass now. See, look at this. Look at this. This is my theory. Electromagnet, like, does something with this. It, like, pops open or something. That's my theory. Magnets are often used in puzzles. Because they can either drop something, release something, open a latch. It's also a way to pick a bunch of locks. Locks you can pick with magnets. Okay, well, we have not gone very far, so now we have the ability to redraw, which is good. We're still looking for a boiler room and lab. Conference room is solid. Let's get the conference room. Yeah, let's get the conference room. If we had the conference room last time, we would have got all kinds of stuff dropped off there. Gems and all kinds of stuff. So, conference room is solid. Yep, let's go back north. I mean, speaking of that, office gets us right back there. Yeah, office is the only one that points the other way. We could redraw. We absolutely could redraw. Do we want to redraw? Do we want the office? I mean, let's get the office. It's another safe. So, did the money just appear in here now, or do I have to leave the room and come back? Do we get a prize if we get all, what, 6 gems in one go? Right? How many have we gotten? 1? Was there 1 in the study? Where are all the safes? Have we only gotten 2? Oh, and outside, yeah, so 3. We've gotten 3 this run. That's kind of funny. And we might have a run where we just get all the saves, at least the ones we know. Oh. Okay. Oh. We can't run payroll more than once. It is withdrawn from the staff incentive program, which I do kind of feel bad about. But also not. And now it's all here just for me. Oh yeah, we have the coin purse too. So we go 1, 2, 3, and then we get a bonus 1, right? Yep. It doesn't count when we only pick up 2 though. 1, 2, 3. Bonus 1. If I can be fast enough between these 2, does it count? Let's see. It did! Oh, shoot! Alright, well, this is only going to be 1 anyways. But, oh, there we go. We got 42 gold without even getting the casino this time. Let's go this way since I actually came all the way back here. I mean, getting the little laser room would be fine, but let's do this. Okay, now this, I'm okay if this is like a really good dead end. Yeah, let's get mailroom. I like having the mailroom. Commissary does give us one more opportunity for dead end, though. You know what? Yeah, let's get the commissary because we actually have so much money that this actually makes sense. And we get a reroll die, of course. Of course we do the commissary. What was I even thinking? Let's see. Probably don't need the running shoes just because we're, like, so far out. Let's see. Yeah, because, like, all of this is shut off, so we're not... You know what? Yeah, let's get the running shoes. I mean, what are we going to do with this money, realistically? Yeah, set of gems. Hold on. So 4 gems. So that is a bargain. You know what? I'll get the running shoes if I have money left over buying all the gems. There we go. Running shoes. Great. Now, let's get us a solid dead-end room. Pool's good, because then we can do the pump and the locker room. Billiard, reading nook. I'm a little ho-hum on these. Yeah, let's go pool. I mean, there's nowhere to go. Well, actually, you know what? This saves us a step back to the entrance hall, so... Might not be a total waste. I don't know why I went in here, though, because I actually don't need to be in here. I just needed to draw it. Okay, so now, if nothing else, we have a access point there. I am kind of regretting the shoes now, because I should have saved that money for... buying some other things. So, lab would be great, but I can't help if you, or I can't help but notice that this ends the game. So let's redraw with our dice. And let's redraw with the dice again. All of these are dead ends. Even though, just for the record, I have a compass, which means we have the ability to build or more likely get rooms facing north. That's 6 in a row that we did not get facing north. So I got to call a little bit of BS on that little feature there. So obviously security room is the only one that allows us. We have money now. So yeah, we have money to buy food. So if we can get the kitchen, that'd be okay. Let's change the security to the keycard system. We'll make security level low. And then if we do turn it offline, then we want them unlocked. And I don't think there's anything else we need to do in here. You might beat your 2-day streak after all. Speed-wise, yeah, that's true. We did draw the drafting room though, or the study, so we could re-roll with our gems. We have freaking 17 gems somehow, so we have plenty of re-rolls. I mean, we're gonna need them. Let's use our dice first. Yep, dining room. Just clicking on things in case I've missed stuff in other times I've been in these rooms. There's been too many things that I've missed and didn't even know. Observation's okay. I mean, freezer would be really interesting, you know? Let's go observation room, which makes it a little bit hard to get to the foundation, but I want doors facing that way since we're, like, out of that way. Alright. So day 11, let's look at the stars, and what do we get? Boom! 5 gems. Maybe we do get the freezer after all. Maybe we do get the freezer. This is another, like, I really think the electromagnet opens these. That's, like, a theory I have. Lockpick set. Oh, lockpick set. This is an okay place for the lab. It's not amazing, but it's an okay place for the lab. So I am going to do the lab because it gets us to the foundation, which is 2 more doors, and we still have a door right below this. So we are doing the lab. And then in a super ideal world, this is the boiler room. This is the boiler room. You will hear me cheer. I read ballroom and I almost cried. So we're going to redraw. Ooh, this is a good room, but I don't have a bunch of rooms right now that would do it. So that's not helpful this run. Oh, man. We got it, folks. We freaking got it. We finally freaking got it. Finally. I knew it. As soon as I saw that layout, I didn't want to jinx it because you know how I am, Uncle John. I didn't want to jinx it, but as soon as I saw the layout, I said, I've got 20 gems. I can re-roll this thing 17 times. You know, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I am going to get this. Actually, I can only re-roll 8 times, but either way, the math on that, I think, is right. And I think this proves it. And let's save ourselves a step. Wait, what? Oh, wrong way. Sure. Let's go ahead and open this just to... Alright, we'll come back to that. I don't really care, because we might... I don't know. I think I'm lost, but it doesn't really matter. Where's the lab? Okay, there's no shortcut to the lab. Okay. How did I get in here? From the dining room? Okay. Alright, yeah, let me check the menu. Oh, I can't. Menu's in the kitchen. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We got this, folks. We got this. We got this for the first time ever. No. No. Why does it not have power? No. The vent comes in from this way or this way. The number of times I have freaking drawn the boiler room and not gotten this puzzle. Okay, so it actually means the second I drew it from the lab, it wasn't going to happen. I mean, I can't redraw it anyways, but I wonder if there's a way to like go through the foundation. Okay, so yep, you're going to grab your tissues. Absolutely appropriate. So here's what this tells me, and this is a good thing to remember, and I'm actually going to write this down. Building the lab, the vents are on the same side as the doors. That's it. So the vents are where the doors are. So the boiler room needs to be attached to one of those. It's a special kind of pain I'm feeling right now. This is the 4th time we have drawn the boiler room and the lab, and the 2nd time they've been super close to each other, and the other time was just one room in between, and that room didn't have a vent. It seems like very few rooms have a vent, so we actually need to we need to actually just draw them together, basically. Not basically, actually. Theoretically, you could have 3 or 4 rooms betwixt, but in reality, not really. Well, you know what? Let's do an experiment. Maybe the experiment is like, unlock a door, get 20 steps. I don't know. We don't even have that many steps because we've just been kind of blasting them just to try to get this one thing. Now, you know what? It'd be great to draw a freezer now. Okay, yep, let's set up an experiment. Each time you eat an apple, or immediately, add 3 aquariums to today's draft pool. Lose 10 steps and gain 20 gold. Permanently add 1 gold to your allowance. That's got to be the option, right? Permanently add 1 gold to your allowance. But now the real question is, what do? We do immediately and we just get 1, guaranteed, or each time you unlock or bypass a security door? I think we have to do that. Because we have 2 keys, so I think this gives us a minimum of 2 permanent allowances. Right? Yeah, right? And potentially more because we have a lockpick. Yes? We could just, like, finish this with, like, 5 or 6 or 10 allowances. Okay, yeah, this actually... Alright, cool. This actually... You know what? Not the worst experiment to get, I'll say. Yeah, let's just... Well, we're already here, so let's go from here. Now I almost hope it's locked. Because my whole point of the run is a little over, so... Oh yeah, you know what? Add a draft? Sure, absolutely. Dove Cove. Whenever you draw Dove Code while drafting, you may reroll floor plans. Oh, so if it's just one of them, you can redraw it. And it's not a bad one by itself. Whenever you enter the vestibule, 3 of the doors in this room... This is so strange. 3 of the doors in this room unlock, and the 4th one becomes locked. Well, that's still not bad, because even if it is locked, that means you have... Yeah, I think I'm going to go with this one, because it's basically a 3 to 4 way passageway. It serves as the original antechamber in the old days before eventually being removed from the estate for having doors that were prone to becoming stuck. Yeah, sure. I don't know. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite clue. We want to draw the green room from here. Oop. Oh, that's right. We have the magnifying glass now. I gotta remember that. Let's click on every see? Electromagnet. Let's click on every possible thing. Here we go. Do we notice, and I noticed this last time I drew this room, there are, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gates. How many apples are there? 4, 8, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Probably too many to matter. Yeah, see we go. September 7th, day 1. I knew it. And then this is the... Here we go. The Great Hall. So this is a clue. I think this is a clue. This is the... If we draw the Great Hall and we don't want to use a bunch of keys, we can figure out which one has the lever. Because, so, this one goes to that door, so it's not that one. This one goes to that door, so it's not that one. It's not that one. It's not... It is not... Well, so it could be... Okay, so 1... Alright, if we count left to right, it could be 1, 2... I don't know if it always has a mini division in it. It could be 1, 3... 5, 6. 1, 3, 5, 6. That actually didn't help me that much. And there's the schoolroom. Is there a note on the desk that I could read with the magnifying glass? No, that'd be sick. So sick. Alright, well, we got everything with... Oh! Look at what I don't notice. I'm telling you, people, pay attention. Why is there an eyeball? A very detailed paper model of the safe. Oh! I've clicked on this before. I have clicked on this before. Do you need the magnifying glass? What room was this before? This is the drafting... This is the same room. Are we gonna get like 5 rubies today? Does it even matter how many rubies you have? Well, we didn't get We didn't get the boiler room lab, but we did get this, and we are going to raise our permanent allowance once we unlock some doors. Is the code just literally 11-7? Or is it plus 8? Because there's 8 gates. I don't know. This, if it's 11-7, this is one of the easiest ones. Oh, darn it. Why isn't it 11-7? Is it 11-6 the day he died? Or 11-5? I don't remember which one. Let's just start. We'll go 11-5. You know what? Let's start 11-4. Nope. 11-5. Nope. 11-6. Nope. And how is it not 11-7? That, honestly, that makes no sense. Did I click it wrong? How is it not 11-7? How is it not? This is the only date in this room. How is it not 11-7? Is it? I mean, this is for the Great Hall, but is it today's date? Like whatever today's date is? Oh, yeah, here we go. Maybe it's in here. No, maybe it's in the first page. No. How is it not 11-7? I am just really thrown off by that. How is it not 11-7? How is it not 11-7? Okay. That doesn't make sense. All right, 11-24. Really? All right, let's just do them all. All right, 11-8. 11. How is it 11-8? All right, well, that's the third safe we've brute forced. No gem. Oh, everything's in miniature. That's fun and annoying. I guess to open this, you have to have it. So, November 8th. Oh, the letter was written on November 8th. That's right. The clue's in the room, but it's the date of the letter. Uncle, in a few hours, we are departing. As planned, we will be taking the old mountainway tunnels to the north. Are those the tunnels that are blocked? Am I going to find out how to unblock them? Right here. We'll go as far as we can by trolley until the rails give out. And then we'll proceed on foot. No. It sounds like the rails that are underground, maybe. Yeah, mountain pass. We will reach the southern border. I've never been as excited, nervous, and heartbroken. I may never know if I've made the right decisions, but I've made the ones I felt my father might have. Nodded in approval at. It took me a long time to read that word. I'm leaving a message for Simon, here in the safe house. This unhallowed cavern that we have called home for the last year. If something should happen to me, please guide him to this place. Try to show him what he lost, what these lost days were all for. Explain to him if you can. Okay, so after the heist that our mom was probably part of, she was then hanging out like in the cavern or safe house or something. The intersection between foolishness and doctrine, the thin wire we stood upon, above the world, holding hands and throwing stones. Holding hands and throwing stones. In those days, we were guilty of everything, as always, Mary. Explain to him the intersection between foolishness and doctrine, thin wire we stood upon, holding hands and throwing stones. I don't know if that's poetry or if it's just what it is, but there we go. There we go. Wow, we have 6 letters now. We went from 3 to 6. We're kind of a big deal. I don't have the key to the green room, so I guess I would draw the music room now, but I think the music room is actually, now that I say that, I think the music room might be a dead end. Yeah, let's get the rotunda. Oh, pump room. Yeah, we could do the pump room to, like, redrain the fountain, I guess, but unless we can get the boiler room to power the pump room, you know what I mean? I guess it's really not all that useful. Can we get the boiler room to power the pump room? I don't think so, because there has to be vents connecting everything, and we can't even connect it to the laboratory, so probably not. I don't even know if that's how you power the extra tank in the pump room. Like, I actually just don't know. So I could go rotunda. I got plenty. Yeah, let's just do that. I got plenty of keys, or yeah, let's do that. Great, lock pit. I can't pick it, so let's use a key. Did my experiment count? I don't want to do that, but I feel like the ballroom probably has more clues in it, but we're going to go courtyard. It's just a four-way room with extra annoyance. Come on, lockpick. Ooh, I don't like that I am low on keys. So I don't know if we just permanently raised our allowance or not, because the experiment is each time you unlock or bypass a security door. Oh, shoot. My reading comprehension. Unlock or bypass a security door. I thought it was unlock, period, a door, or bypass the security door. Darn it. So we actually need to find a utility box and to turn off. Yeah, we need to find a utility box and to turn off the power, and then hope to get one. Otherwise, we've wasted ourselves here, and I don't love that. Well, let's do it. Let's use the key. It's unfortunate that the lockpick hasn't worked for us a single time. Utility closet. There we go. There we go. That's what I was hoping for. Okay. So now, keycard entry system off. It's annoying that I can't read that even with the magnifying glass. Okay. So keycard system off. So if we go back to the security room, we can set... Yeah, I kind of want to do that. I want to set the security room to high security. All right, I got a plan. I want to set the room to high security. That way we're more likely to draw doors of high security. But before we do that, let's go up the courtyard and hopefully open one more door, because that'll get us rank 8. And then when we go back to the security room, we will go to the dining room and we will be able to eat the food in the dining room and get our steps. Shovel. Amazing. I will take a key for that door that's definitely locked right there. Pebbles. Not even worth picking up. So dramatic. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's not locked. Okay, so literally anything is good here. Aquarium, a little better because we get a redraw. Workshop, a little better because we can actually combine things. And I would like to make the electromagnet, so let's do the workshop. It dinged when I came in this room. I don't know if you all heard that. I don't know what that means, but it dinged when we came in this room. I don't think it's ever dinged before. Okay, electromagnet is compass and battery. It is. battery magnifying glass? I thought that's how I made the little laser before. Maybe I can't make the laser because I already have the laser, but I can still make the constituent parts. I can also make a jackhammer, but I just have a real good feeling about the electromagnet. That's what's going on. I have a good feeling about the electromagnet. Okay. We don't actually know what it does. You're more likely to draw magnetic... Oh. That's what the electromagnet does? Oh, I thought it was going to unlock certain clues and stuff. I mean, it's one of those things that's like, oh, that's cool to have. Like, that's cool to have. But it wasn't, I don't know, it wasn't worth all that. Okay, let's go back to the security room. My number one goal now is just to increase my allowance. And we do that by going back to the security office. And... yeah, we go back to the security office. Hold on, let me think this out. And we hope, and we turn the security door all the way to high. Because we turn the power off. And then we just start drawing rooms. And we want those rooms to have security doors, because every single one we open will permanently increase our allowance. So we need to beat 2, because we could have gotten 2. So we absolutely need to beat 2. We can go, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I was gonna think that we could build off the passageway, but that's actually not any faster. So yeah, let's go the way we know. Yeah, but it's something new to learn. Yeah, we learned that the electromagnet is a cool thing to have. It's a cool little bonus item that automatically picks up keys and money when you enter a room. We're more likely to draft mechanical rooms, which I don't really think helps us at all. So, like, yeah. Like, okay, cool. We did get the shovel, though, so let's also dig. I love some parsnips at this point. Because I actually, right now, I think the thing I want more of is steps. Because I didn't get my lab thing, so I don't know exactly what we're going for at this point, to be honest. Because we can't power the room. Here, there we go. And I knew we'd get this at least. Oh, and if we drew the boiler room, we would get 10 extra steps. Wait, have we done the boiler room yet? Hold on. We did not do the boiler. Oh, no, we did. It's literally right there. It's literally attached to this room. Well, we've been so lucky with the bonus 10 steps. Yeah, LMAO. Yes, I know. It's literally attached to this room. There we go. Good time to get 30 bonus steps. Okay, yes, security room. So we go in here. The boiler room is why you cried. No, you're right. I was confusing boiler room and pump room in my head. So key card security system. So the security system is offline, but we want the security level to be high, because here, look, it'll say determines the amount of key card doors there will be. E.g., you should expect to see 1 or 2 security doors with the low setting and 5 to 6 with high setting. Well, let's get some security doors, because every single one we get from this point forward will give us a permanent addition to our allowance. So more than anything, that's what we want to see. Yeah, I am also equally sad about the lab. That was a big letdown. Shoot, I forgot about that. I legit forgot about that. Okay, well, this is not how I want to go out, with the lockpick and a bunch of locked doors that my character just decides can't lockpick. That's not how I want to go out. All right, let's get a room here, which then gives us keys and a security door. Wouldn't that be amazing? You know what? Garage gives us 3 keys, and I think right now that's actually okay. I mean, the pantry keeps us going. Freezer is not the worst thing, but yeah, I think we do the garage. We have a spare set of keys, so let's get some extra loot too. There we go. Hey, and you know what? I have a shovel, so what? Yeah, can I get the treasure? Wow, I actually might be able to get the treasure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So every time you get the car keys, you still get some loot. Wait. What did the treasure say? Is it the 5th one? Let's start at 1. This is... What is going on with my mouse? Oh my god, my mouse is like 1,000 steps. Okay, I'm gonna count with my finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The observatory will now have an item in it. And yeah, and I picked up the gold and the keys automatically, but I did not pick up the keys or the gold once I opened the chest. So good note. And if we want, just pop out the west side of the estate. All right. Yeah, we have been insanely unlucky with the digs. We haven't gotten a single item. We've gotten pebbles, Ted cans, old boots. Like, we can get anything. Yeah, let's go to the observatory and get our buried treasure. Is it not going to let us find our buried treasure? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not going to let us find our buried treasure because you can't actually find buried treasure in this room because there's no dirt on the floor. Is that it? Did we actually draft something over the buried treasure? So this is what I thought. I thought the electromagnet would unlock these globes. So we actually oh, no, we can. Okay, good. This is my first time being able to dig up buried treasure. Time to start digging. Yeah. Never have been able to do this before. Never. So even on days where we completely fail, we find something new. One of the lost coffers of Mount Holly. 25 gold and 3 gems. Okay. I mean, more than ever, I think a freezer would actually be pretty solid right now. Okay, let's go back to the boiler room. We're doing tons of backtracking, but now we have a key. And what do we want? What do we want? We want a room. All we're trying to do is room with security doors. This will not impact us. This will not impact us because we have the shower. This we actually don't. Boy, let me think about it. Okay, so we don't need to do this because we can build off the passageway and still get a room there. So that's fine, although connecting to the passageway would be nice. So I think I'm gonna go locker room because it spreads keys throughout the house and we have a conference room. So I'm gonna build the locker room and then turn back around and go to the conference room and pick up all those keys. It's a lot of wasted steps, but we're gonna have like 10 keys or whatever. So, yep, so let's go do that. We are low on steps, but remember right now our goal, more than anything else, is to unlock security doors. Our goal is to unlock security doors, and that will permanently increase our allowance. That's it. Oh, there we go. You need to go in the room? No, I don't, Uncle John. No, I do not. Look at that. Boom, 6 keys. I did think about that, though. When I stepped away, I was like, should I have gone in the room? Too late. YOLO. Okay. Yeah. Now we have keys to open up lockers too if we want, and a lot of lockers are food. But for now, I am going to not open up lockers, and I'm just going to keep going with the building. Archives would be bad. Mailroom's okay, but again, we just block off our ability to do anything on the other side of the house. So, oh yeah, never mind. Archive's good because we negate the effect of 3 rooms. 3 red rooms. See? Shelter. Boom. So that's our first red room, and we negated the effects. And this connects us to the passageway, which, go ahead, let's do this now. Let's unlock this. Laundry room. I don't know what laundry currency means, but let's do it, right? This would give us a reroll. So this is not nothing. Less common rooms are like, I don't know, whatever. I guess I just, you know what? Let's do it. We've never done laundry room. Let's do it. The archive can carry power. Interesting. This room has power. Does the laundry room have power? Did we just power the laundry room? Okay, the service costs 5, and it will exchange all of your... It'll exchange all of your dice with all of your keys. It'll exchange all of your feet with all of your... So I'll have, like... Well, how does that help me? All of my feet becomes all of my gems. So if I had something already at this point that would lock in my gems, then I guess that would be good. This will exchange all of your remaining stars with all of your allowance. Permanent. Oh, wow. So I have 11 stars right now. So I would go back to 0, but then I would get 11 allowance, or maybe 11 more. I don't know. It says permanent, meaning this is probably a one-time thing, but what I don't know is permanent. Does that mean I can't earn any more stars or any more allowance? This seems like the most powerful one. This is weird because I will instantly lose, so that's confusing. Is that it? Oh, okay, so there's more. Keys for gems. Gems for gold. Keys for gold. It's kind of pointless. Can I turn gold to keys would be amazing. Gold to keys, and I would probably do it. There's nothing that's gold to anything else. It's you pay gold to get more gold, it looks like. Shoot. Let's do some thinking here, folks. It exchanges all of my stars for all of my allowance. To me, that means that I would be at 11 instead of plus 11. I still have the ability to get more. I just haven't unlocked any security doors. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4 doors right now that I can still open. And any of those could lead to more security doors. I kind of want to do this because I just feel like having 11 is solid. I could do this again in 15 more days and then I would have so much more, but I think I will probably gain more advantage by having 11. It means I can buy anything in the shop. Every day I can buy the first item, the best item in the shop, every day. You just made 40 bucks? Nice. Do you want to tell me how? You don't have to. It says it's permanent, but I think it just... I think it means I start over on the stars, which is like fine, because I don't know what the stars do anyways. You know what? Let's do it. I'm going to do it, and maybe this is a huge mistake. Oh, it adds 11. Good. Even better. Oh, no, it's still 11. Wait, what? Oh, I stopped it. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Hold on. What's happening? Why is it... Alright, well, I've spent a lot of gold messing with this. It says it's permanent, but then it just lets me undo it. Alright, I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there. That's fine with me, because I can get more stars and allowances. Killer. I'm gonna leave it there. I think even though it says permanent, it's not permanent. I just spent a lot of gold to mess with that, but I also think, look, this room is powered. The chance of getting the boiler room, getting this thing, getting it powered, all that is really low, which is why I did it. So, yeah. Yeah. So that's it. That's all I got. So, cool. All right, let's get a room that gives us a security door. I don't love that. Can the lockpick works? The lockpick just has not worked a single time, right? Not a single time. Music room. We could go music room because off the courtyard, I actually might be able to get the green room. So let's go music room. Yeah, let's go music room. It's a dead end, so we missed out on that one down there. But oh no, we didn't. We still have the archives. Security key card. That is not at all what I needed. That is actually, so I got a minor key and the security key card. I literally do not need the security key card at all. So that is a waste of Rooney. I was really hoping for the garden key. I've drawn the music room 3 times, and 2 of those times I've had the secret garden key. Like, I guess I thought it was kind of a lot. Pump room, I mean, do we need the pump room? Get 2 more items from the closet. The issue is all I'm looking for is security doors, and none of these have any. So let's go aquarium, because this will actually give me another die. And I don't feel like messing with the pump room right now. Actually, wait. If I do the pump room is powered. The pump room is powered. Yeah, okay, let's, I guess we'll do this. I've never been able to do this before. We haven't been able to do this, so the only way we can get the reservoir to 0 is by doing this. Oh, should I do the reservoir to 0 and then be able to access all of those things on the ground? Those chests and stuff? Yeah, you know what? Let's do that, because the other stuff is going to be, I don't know, harder, I think. Come on. Really? Really? What am I doing wrong? Oh, this one. Classic Joker. Okay. Reservoir drained. So probably not this time, but next day I'm gonna head down to the reservoir. That sounds pretty cool. I still have yet to get a single room with the security room here. How many steps we have left? We have 16. Oops. You know what? Since I already accidentally went in here, I'm going to use 2 keys. Don't want gems. I would prefer to have food. 2 keys. All right, we're going 3 keys. Let's get like a club sandwich or something. Wow. Okay, at this point, even though there's like so much more to do in this day, I did already permanently increase my allowance, which is amazing. But I really want to open up a security door. Every security door I open gives me 2 allowance. I had the option in the lab. Actually, can I just go back to the lab and change the experiment to immediately get something? Maybe. I actually don't know. I've never done more than 1 experiment in a day. I don't know. Let's double check. Okay, let's get a security door. And I hope this door is not locked. Okay. Master bedroom. Plus 1 step for each room in your house. Tomorrow you'll start with more keys. So this does make it a dead end, which means I'm relying on the workshop. This gets me a key and I keep going. Okay, let's think. What do I do with the steps? What I would do with the steps is I would... Yeah. So you got the reservoir drained, just nothing but a win. That's a good point. If let's put it this way, if I did the master bedroom, I would... What would I use those steps for? I would use those steps probably to try to go to the reservoir and see what I can get done. But now that it's empty, I could start the day there. So I don't actually think I need the steps. I think I need the reading nook. And I haven't drawn any rooms that this would be useful for, so I'm going to get the reading nook, and I really hope I get... This could sound dumb, because I've never wanted this before. I really hope I get the freezer now. Oh my god, the lockpick worked. The first time it's ever worked. We're going to redraw, though, because I would like to continue north. I guess we're getting the freezer. We are getting the freezer. Maybe I should have got the sauna, though. In hindsight, maybe I should have got the sauna because it would allow me to... I wonder if my heater laser could freeze these or unfreeze these things, because there's clearly stuff frozen, like loot. I bet if I had the I bet if I had the laser thing, I could unfreeze it. All right. Well, we did not increase our allowance today, except for using the money laundering, because we didn't get a single security door. But we're going to start tomorrow with 13 gems and 69 gold. And that's pretty freaking awesome, on top of the reservoir being drained, which means we're going to start tomorrow with those as well. Sure, we'll get the aquarium. I hope the aquarium has a locked security door. Oh, we can't spend the gems. That's funny. We can't spend the gems. Oh no. All right, well, this is game over then. That's okay. When I picked the freezer, I kind of thought it was game over. And we also can't pick up this gold, but we can get the banana. All right, this has not been a bad day. The reservoir is drained. We're going to start tomorrow with 11 allowance. Let's see. Can I get back to the security room? So I have 9. This would be 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Oh, I can get back to the lab. So if we can change the experiment, maybe we'll get 2 more. Maybe we'll get 2 more allowance. I don't know. We didn't ever successfully complete this this experiment, so maybe it'll let us change it. Does the reservoir definitely carry over tomorrow? I I can't say definitely because I've never done it, but I will tell you this. The different pump levels that we have done throughout the game, draining the fountain, putting the fountain back in, those have carryover over. So I would say 90% yes. That's what I would say. I cannot change parameters at this time. Okay, so I can't change the parameters. That's okay. All right, that's okay. So we missed out on 2 allowance, and we missed out on that because of my, we'll call it reading skills. So that's okay. Definitely could have been worse. This is the worst travesty of all. The worst travesty of my, not of all time, but of my game, is having the boiler room and the lab right next to each other and still not getting it powered. Actually, with that in mind, could we make it all the way back to the pump room? Let's see. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, maybe. So the reason I say that is we also can just do a little bit more draining on one of the other tanks. Oh, no, we can't make it back to the pump room. Look how far it is. Wait, if I go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we can make it back to the pump room if our shoes kick in. Oh, never mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to go this way through the laboratory because we're going to go to the locker room, and who knows what we'll find in the locker room. Hopefully not gems. I'm hoping we find food in the locker room, which the last time we got the locker room, I opened up like 3 and we just kept getting food. All right. Anything but gems or gold. I guess, or items. I don't really want items either. There you go. Now I can make it back to the pump room. Because what I realize is that other tank, we can drain that other tank a little bit more too. That reservoir tank that has to be powered, and this is probably going to be the only time we ever get it powered. All I needed was 1 apple, so, like, we actually did pretty solid here. I mean, we got the safety deposit key again. And we got to the pump. Yeah, here we go. See, we can drain. Pump 1, drain. Is this thing full? Yeah, okay, so there we go. That's, great. We did it. We did it. It's not the best thing we've ever done, but we did it. Oh, hey, let's see. Can I read anything here? Yeah, let's say at this point, because we somehow managed to only do 2 days of the actual game, but here's what we accomplished. We got, I think, 3 more letters. Like, are you serious? We're pretty solid at this. We dug up a treasure map for the first time. We money laundered, which was a new room for us. The stars, which I don't really know what they do, so maybe I'll be kicking myself later to allowance. But for right now, allowance is going to help us every day. We're going to start with 11, which means we're going to get, anytime we draw the commissary, we're going to be able to immediately buy the one thing we need, the shovel, the hammer, whatever, immediately, and a little leftover gold. We did get the pump room, boiler room, and the lab, but we were not able to power the lab, so that puzzle I know how to solve is still yet unsolved. We, however, thanks to somebody giving me a little hint saying click on everything, we went a little crazy today and we clicked on every single candlestick, every single book, every single everything, And that ended up working out just fine because we got 2 more letters. So we've done really well today. Overall, we will start the next day with 13 gems and 69 nice coins, plus 11 allowance. So overall, I would think this is a very successful day, even though we didn't get that kind of like next level stuff. There was just those couple other things we didn't get a chance to do. And we ended the day kind of running out of steps, but doing everything we needed to do. We have not seen an antechamber lever for 3 days now. We opened up them all before, but we haven't seen him for 3 days. So tomorrow, depending on what I draw underground, we might head to the reservoir. There's a bunch of chests down there and a bunch of other objects. So we might actually, now that I say this out loud, we might want to get like 10 keys and then head down there. So that's all I got. Thank you everybody for joining me. Thank you, Uncle John, for the resubscribe. And really appreciate everybody for being here. We will call it a day, and we will save and quit and make sure this all saves. This was a pretty good day. Yet again, we only did two days in this whole stream. I realize I take so much longer than other people, but this isn't me saying it. Other people have told me that even though I am taking longer per day, I'm accomplishing more. So we've solved a lot of puzzles. So when we do get to room 46 or 47, whichever one it is again, then I think we will be able to really feel like we've accomplished quite a bit in this game, and maybe not as much to do after the fact. I know more stuff opens up. Like this I know. I've tried not to spoil the game, but that I know. More opens up, so it's not like we get there and then we quit, but maybe there's not all this like, oh, get every safe. We've got 6 of them already. You want to thingamabob? I got 20. We also got the safe in the shelter. That was the easiest one. I just haven't redrawn the shelter since I figured out what day it was. And also the one in the drafting room, the drafting studio, I have no idea why it was November 8th versus November 7th. That's just confusing to me. So who knows? Maybe it's because the 8 gates. So it's like November is the day and then the 8 is the gates. I don't know. Who knows? But there we go. Thank you everybody for joining me yet again. I'll repeat myself because I just love this game and I love having you all here. Okay. Bye everybody.